It's this new shit. I'm gonna say it in the introduction, yo, man.
Well, go
Janaea
ahead.
bum
Go
ass.
ahead, cause we live, baby.
Oh
Oh, we
shit,
live?
cause hey, fuck
Live.
it.
Yes.
What you got? What you listen to, Cap,
Yeah.
man? Before we
Hey
get
man,
started,
it's
what
this
you
new wave called Sexy Drill, baby. Man, my bum ass daughter didn't even put me on. I found it, and she talks about, "Oh, you late as hell," and I'm like, "Man, she know
Damn.
that's what we do. We talk about shoes, music, clothes, and shit."
Not
And she
bum ass
dropped the
daughter, man.
fucking
Really,
ball. But shout
man,
out to
like that.
Nene,
Like,
you know what I'm saying? You know that Sexy Drill, man. That's my new wave. I'm gonna put y'all on, put some music in the link, man. Shit, let's get it, man. Can
Nice.
Cat be happy? Because I'm happy, brother. Even
that's
though
what's
my
up.
brothers is going through some things right now, we're gonna liven it up. But you already know we always got your support, baby. We here for
For
you,
sure,
man.
man.
That's what brothers gotta do.
100.
Stick together and lift each other up. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? We
sir.
here. Let's
Yes,
get it.
sir.
Right.
Let's get it.
Hey, once again, people, it's on. Episode 17. Whose man's is this? We back in the building. Hey, where we talk about sports, gaming, technology, entertainment, and of course, the culture. I'm your host again. Once again, hey, King Guap, Mr. 305 in the building. Who we got with us today? We got first up, my man Ryman. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Fucking exhausted, man. Puppies are annoying. That's all I got.
I feel you, my brother. I feel you. You got hey, you can't do nothing but laugh it off, man. It's what it is, right?
Ah, damn it, man. Shitting and pissing everywhere. Who the fuck wants these things? It's cute as hell, though. It's
Next
cute as hell, though. I might bring her in here during the pod. It's cute as hell. So you can't get too
next
mad
up
at
we
her.
got my man. Hey, it's all good. Next up, we got my man bebopping over there to the music over there. My man Cap, what's good with you?
Ain't nothing, man. You already heard my spiel, man. I'm just happy to be alive, you know, man. Like I said, just trying to be positive from, you know, my brothers going through things, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to lift each other up, man. Can Cat be happy, man? Let's get it
Hey
cracking
man,
today.
light skin unite,
Yep.
light skin unite. Y'all get it.
Gotcha.
That's what's up, man. Hey, yeah, shout out to my man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just joking, but we all support you, brother. Next up, we got my man Jay. What's good with you? What's going on?
What up, King? Chilling, man. I got these fucking Invisalign teeth in and shit. So if I'm
Woo.
slurping this shit, then I'm trying to
So
fix my
fresh.
broken fucking smile. Yeah, man. But we chilling, man. We got a lot to cover today, man. Get to it.
Oh, you on your J. Cole, man? Am I trying to fix a broken smile?
Man, what? I'm on my Nas shit, you know what I'm saying?
Ah,
I feel you. Last but not least, we got my man Boski. What's
yo,
good with you, Bo?
yo. What up? What up, man? We got a lot. We got a
Yeah,
lot. Some good topics going on today, man. So let's get to it.
yes, sir. And
So
let's start it off. What we got first? What's up first, Cap? I know you want to hit us with a little something. Talk to us.
Man, so I seen on Cam Newton podcast, right? He was discussing with Big Tigger, man, about the differences in going out today versus back in our day when we was out here running the streets. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
the
Old
the thing
motherfuckers.
was, man, just how different shit is. Like, just for instance, like now when you go out, you don't see people really dancing. It's all about who got the table and who just in the section. Women dancing with women. They don't really
hmm
they around the dudes really just to get the drinks and kind of get the
Hmm.
get oh hey notice me type shit. But there's like and they dancing with each other. They really don't vibe with everybody. You got to pay to sit down. Pay everything is like either you standing or you got to pay to like be somewhere where they're seating or by the bar. Um, and so back in our day, you know what I'm saying, used to you can mingle in the crowd. Women were cool with you talking to them. They weren't so standoffish. You know, you in the club playing that music and you bump. You know, you pull up on Shorty, and if she look behind her. I mean, or her girl give you that nod, like, "Yeah, girl, get him." She throwing that ass in a circle on you. You know what I'm saying? And your man's got to hold you up while you over there getting it, Bo. You know how we used to do in the ring.
yes.
You know
Yes.
how we used to do in the ring. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? you know what I'm saying, you grab a girl by the hand and she look at you, and then and then after the dance you either get the number, then you keep moving. You move around, you move around. It ain't like that no more. People don't really intermingle like that. If it's just like they don't know you, they really don't fuck with you. Like stay to your side. I mean, I ain't saying it don't happen when you can't get no numbers or nothing, but I'm just saying what I see right now is more like look at me. Everything is pay to play. You know what I'm saying? And it's really kind of phasing out just everybody trying to mingle and shit. It's just kind of putting everybody into like a status type shit. Like on the plane, like in the plane it used to just be coach or first class. Now it's coach, then it's extended coach or whatever they want to call it, and whatever, making like 5 or 6 classes. It's just all about a status shit now. But I'll let y'all get in with where y'all fit in.
Hold on, I got something. Hold on, real quick. So before I say what I gotta say, man, we finna have story time with Guap. Man, I tell you. So
Story
you talking
time
about
with
how
Guap.
to? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First episode, story time with Guap. So you was talking about you be dancing in the club and a chick look back at C, start throwing it. So me and my sister, my sister, man, Ashley, man, we used to hang tight back in the day. So it's like that was my going out partner, man, especially when I came back from overseas and stuff. So we went out. Well, she was dating this dude. I'm not gonna throw his name out there. He was a cool cat. So we go to a little spot downtown. Miami, I'm from Miami, still in Miami. So we go to a little spot and we in there vibing. And I don't know if y'all remember the rapper Hurricane Chris, little young
Yeah.
cat.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that one right
Hey.
there. So he was in there, man. That's when I first actually met the dude Gunplay. The dude was asking for a cigarette. That's how I met him and started talking to him, man. But anyway, get to the story. So we in there, man. The music's going, we boom, boom. Man, how about this big girl? I'm talking about big back, big back. Man, dog, jumped up on me, dog, and we turned around and went to throwing it on me, dog. Dog, I'm not a small person, but I couldn't work. I couldn't handle that. She was throwing it back and threw it back, threw me up, pushed me up against the wall. Nigga, I'm pinned
Jeez.
against the wall. She throwing. I'm like, I'm stuck, man. I'm looking for help, man. Dog, they had to. Dog, my sister and them had to come get me, dog, because I couldn't move. Girl was about
Hey,
to kill me, dog.
how big we talking though? How big was it? Was it like two
Dog,
something to do something big or
what you got? Two,
$3.15?
I'm talking about what's your girl from not what's the girl dark skin girl? My
Lizzo?
mama threw the TV at her, not Lizzo.
Oh,
Um,
Precious.
yes, I'm talking about Precious Big Dog.
Oh,
Girl
damn.
was rocking and throwing, dog, with meat was flying everywhere all on me. I'm getting hit. Side piece, all man, dog. It was everywhere, bro. I was pinned against the wall, bro. I couldn't move. I was fighting for my life.
Pinned against the
Jeez.
wall.
There you go.
Fighting for my life,
Hey,
boy.
big girls need
I'll
love
never
too,
Hey,
man.
forget that, man.
Hey,
But anyway,
at least the one you having a seizure in the middle of a circle.
Yeah.
we're gonna leave
when
that for another
somebody have
day.
a seizure, oh yo,
We're
I
gonna leave
know ain't
that.
nobody had no fucking seizure, yo. Is that a
Yeah.
foot? Oh damn, Ryan, that
Is
was
that a
scary
Should I
as hell, dog.
y'all wanna hear that
I
story?
looked up.
Y'all wanna hear that story? Y'all wanna hear that
Hey,
I don't
story?
know if we got time, man. Damn, can you do
It's
it
cool.
quick?
I do it quick, man. So Cat wasn't there, but he think he know the whole
can I
story.
tell
So
the
we
story though?
anyway.
Because Don.
But you don't
Hey, look, story time with Cap, Don. So look, check it. This from what I was told.
All right.
My man was having some party favors, you know what I'm saying? And he went to the spot,
and I was out the
and
military, man. I was smoking on a little something,
yeah, so
Yeah, yeah, all right, all right.
you know what I'm saying? So he was standing up in the club. Next thing you know, it hit him hard. He was like, hey man. Next thing you know, he on the floor.
Oh
Everybody
shit.
thought he was dancing, so they formed a circle around him while that man over there having a seizure in the middle of the
Oh
dance.
shit.
And they talk about go, 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 go until he started
What?
throwing up and shit.
Oh shit.
see, that's why I say he gonna tell how he want to tell it. It
Hey,
didn't
my
even go
man
like
throwing
that.
up in a circle. They was like,
What?
oh, that nigga having a seizure.
Dog, I had, here's something, I
Dude,
hear something
that's
I shouldn't have
nuts.
been hitting. So I started, you know how when the lights be spinning, so the light, dog, it was like out of a everything slowed down, like I'm like, oh
Whoa.
God.
Oh
So
shit.
dog, I'm like, man, I'm with two of my homeboys, so they give me some to drink. I'm trying to shake this shit off, man. I'm like, damn. Every time I get to a point where I'm good, that shit just take off again. To a point, man, all of a sudden I'm
No.
standing here next to my boy, dog, lean over, threw up, dog. Threw up on my shoes, my homeboy shoes. And then when I stood up, dog, it was over with. Stood up and just kept going. Fell right back. I was
Damn.
out.
Said that man
Yeah, I
was
woke
Harlem
up.
shaking on his back.
They told me I would. Yeah, they told me I, had the little going on and shit. Whatever. I woke up, dog. I woke up, but when I woke up, I was fine. I had a bunch of people standing there. I had a little throw up on my shirt and shit. I'm like, dang.
Wow.
I had my stuff in the car, so I wouldn't change my shirt and stuff. But I had said, you know what? I could have stayed because I was fine. After that shit passed, I was fine. So you know what, man? Let me take my ass to the crib and hit it.
Damn.
While the getting's good.
Yeah.
But I think these youngsters, man, they just I think social media is a big part of it, man. They're not even used to talking to each other in real life. You know what I'm saying? You put these youngsters together and they all on their phones individually. So
Hmm.
when you go to the club, I don't think boys are used to talking to girls like that no. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I try to teach my son, man. If you just got a little bit of game, if you can just talk to somebody and be yourself and be cool, man, you got a leg up on your whole fucking generation.
But the
To
game
nobody,
has changed so much, man. And I agree with Cap in some ways, and in some I don't. When I was, back in my day, we still did the whole VIP thing, man. You still had females that was trying to get in your section and all this, but
Yeah.
it was still like chicks wasn't trying to come at you because of what you had, though. You know what I'm saying? You could still spit game to a chick. You could be driving, a bucket. You can still pull game. Nowadays, these chicks, it's all about what you got, what you can do for them, what kind of. I mean, I've heard chicks ask me what kind of car you drive. First question come out of their mouth. Back in the day, what kind of car? I'm like, what? Nah, you know what? Kick rocks. You know what I mean? If it's about that, kick rocks. But yeah, the vibe has definitely changed, man. Even when it comes to like I should say the violence aspect of it, because shit pop off in the club. It might be some cats throwing some hands, and that'd be about it. You know what I'm saying? Separate cats, get kicked out, whatever. And it is what it is. Nowadays, man, you get into a squabble in the club, man, you got to worry about getting outside. Somebody spraying our whole shit up, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's definitely
Fucking
changed.
man, I don't even really go out like that anymore, and it's actually for this one reason I'm about
I
to
don't
say is
either.
because it's too fucking expensive. That is the main difference that I
Mm.
fucking know now, dude. Like, I went out I think the last time I went out, man, it had to be maybe 2 or 3 months ago where I actually went to the club and, or fuck, we went to my boy's restaurant downtown, but he hooked it up. But still, I was looking at the prices, man. Like, shit, a mixed drink gonna cost you about $18, and it's nothing but ice
$18.
out here. But out here in
Yeah, bro.
Chicago, one mixed drink gonna cost you
That's
about
Oh,
low.
$18. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think like, say you in the club or whatever, and you trying to buy a girl a drink or a young lady a drink or whatever. I mean, that's what? How much is that?
it's a
$6?
$40 banger right
Man,
there.
unless you
Forty
were in
Yeah.
San
bucks for two
Antonio,
drinks? Oh,
because I know the last time I went out, we was in San Antonio, boy. And me and Cat, we went in.
and
Yeah,
then
we had a good ass time.
like you say, man, like, from like I say, I don't go out like that, but from the videos that I see on social media circulating, like, I mean, it doesn't look like people are actually engaged. It seems like it's more about getting your pictures and posting it to social media so you could look like a boss and you could look like you're doing something, you can look important. And it's kind of like people
Holding
forget
the
about
fucking
that
phone up.
connection. Yeah.
Yeah, and
That
that's what I was
All that
saying. Everybody
bullshit.
disconnected.
you know.
Girls dancing with girls. You can't because
Yeah.
of the sections. You can't go and try to dance up on the girl. And then if you do,
Yeah.
they looking back at you like, nigga, you ain't in no section. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody just got their phone out, the music playing. Like it's just everybody disengaged in their own world. And
Yeah.
Guap. I ain't
Be
saying
clear
I'm
on
not
that in
saying there
chat,
wasn't
man.
any.
Defend yourselves.
I'm not saying there
Pretty sure
wasn't
we're gonna be
any.
going to the virtual club. Niggas ain't
Yeah,
even
for
gonna be
sure.
leaving the house. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
hey,
Motherfuckers
you
gonna put
seen they
on the
got the
fucking
They
silent
have they
parties?
have the they have those right
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah, those
There it
silent
is.
parties are nuts, man. You
yeah.
basically go in and you link up
Crazy.
on the
Oh, I
Wi-Fi or
seen one.
whatever, and you got
Yeah.
headphones
I've been
on,
to one.
and you just doing it. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
been to one. I've been to
But
one.
but that still doesn't
But you're
change
still
the
in
the
person though.
interaction
Yeah.
piece. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, right? So, and it's like nobody's dancing for real. Like it used to be like a million fucking line dance shit. Like my old lady knew
Yeah.
about 15, 16 different fucking line dances.
Yep.
And I mean, that was never my steez, but it gets the party going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the music ain't even really conducive to getting a party going. Like the
Yeah.
the new shit it's just it's not party fun time music, man.
Yeah.
It's a bunch
Hey,
of
you-
flossing and flexing, and that's
or
what it
it's
is.
making you put your guns up. But
Man,
you
listen.
want to know
Definitely
something too?
changed.
And look, and another thing, like if you go to the rink, if you can skate, or if you was one of them dudes who can dance in the club, you was the man.
Man,
Hey, that shit is gone,
man.
bro. Like
That's
that
that's
shit
how I
is
used to
gone.
get my shit
You
off.
got to
Really,
let Lil
man. I
Bow
get in
Wow,
that
huh? You
bitch
got
and
to like
start.
roll bow.
Man, I'm telling you,
What's that
Hey,
cat
let-
he was going against?
Huh?
fucking
I forgot,
sweetness.
but I actually,
Yeah,
I
Sweetness,
actually know
Motherfucking
the
yeah.
sweetness.
guys that were in that movie. I know a
Roll
guy that
bounce.
No shit.
has
Hey,
Go
I'm
ahead,
not gonna lie
Ryan.
to y'all. Y'all all sound old as fuck. Listen, the game out here, because I'm probably the one that's been out of the game, the least amount of time. Man, it's easy as fuck out here. Man, you get on these goddamn apps, but next thing you know, I'm in the fucking new money. I'm in here.
But see, that's
eating
the
that-
thing.
No,
You gotta
That's
listen,
not what we
listen.
talking
I'm
about.
not done. I'm not
That's
done.
not what we talking about.
I'm not done.
All
And
right.
then let me listen.
That's peace.
And then there's that.
Mhm.
But also, man, America's always been proved, man. I've been to so many different countries, man, where it's easy as fuck. Where it's Honduras,
True.
where it's Korea. I ain't had to listen. Your boy can't dance. Shit, I could barely be on beat. Don't give a fuck. I show up. Hey, what's up? Next thing you know, boom, one to the left, one to the right. Let's go. And I'm short as fuck. Okay, so listen.
That's overseas though, man. You
Hey,
still
man,
you
y'all
still
looking at-
apples and oranges.
Y'all looking at
You
the wrong
still
Expectations
ones
apples and
then.
low.
oranges.
Y'all looking at the wrong ones
They
then, man.
Their expectations low
definitely
over
different
there.
overseas.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
they-
You can't you couldn't ever compare the overseas game to what the
Man.
fuck happens over here.
Hell no.
No,
Hey,
you
come
can't
to
compare that
Miami.
shit.
Y'all
That's-
Come to
just-
Miami with
nah.
that UTEP two-step and see what happened to your ass.
They're gonna be
I don't wanna
looking
go
at
to
your
Miami.
ass
I'm
stupid
good.
as
UTEP
fuck.
two-step.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't know,
But
man.
I
I
mean,
don't know,
it's-
man.
it-
And
You used
listen,
to be able to
again,
show up.
but y'all, again, we still all old, man. Listen, well, especially y'all. Yeah. And the game's changed.
UTEP
Yeah,
two-step.
it is what it is.
Hilarious.
But,
And I
but I'm
love
saying,
Black
look, I got a
Panther.
daughter that's about to be 21 next year, and she say the same thing. Like, there's really not a lot of things for them to do, and and then until they get 21, because like when me and Bo going to the rink, on Saturdays, like going to, we had different clubs that was like even, what I'm saying, under 21 clubs that you could go
All
to.
Expo,
Yeah, Dalton
Yeah.
Expo. What was that? E2 or
Bi-
something like that.
Y level,
Yeah, yup. So like it
Fucking
was a lot of shit that you could do.
Union
You had to
Hall.
be 21. Oh, Union Hall was cracking.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not much. I was never much of a big partier, man, until I was probably about 22.
The house
23.
parties too, though. Man, go in that
Yeah.
basement with you can't even see what's going on. All you know, you
Yeah.
just dancing on ass.
just
Girls'
bodies.
ass.
Yeah.
As soon as you could get down into the
Yeah.
mud, as soon as you hit the basement steps,
Yeah,
you
house
just
parties is lit.
Hold up.
Alright.
You want your daughter involved in that? You don't want your daughter involved in that.
First of all, I'm
Ah.
not saying I'm not saying that.
But I'm saying, but
I mean,
still-
dog, if she go to
But
a
you-
house party and dancing, she dancing like shit, like the fuck.
Yeah,
like
Janaea grown. She grown now,
She
man.
grown.
She
Like
fucking
it's gonna
20,
happen.
dude.
Fuck
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
She's an adult.
But I'm
She's
just,
a young adult.
but I'm just saying though,
a lot
like
of legal
there's
shit goes
nothing,
down in
no
these house
outlet.
parties, boy. A lot of dangerous
It's
shit.
different. I mean, yeah, nowadays you got to worry about getting drugged and shit. Somebody
That
doing
was like
some
that when I
wild
was going
shit.
through.
That's
No, it was like that
that's
when I was going
always
through.
been an
I'm about to
issue.
say that's
Nah,
always
bruh.
been a thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Bruh,
yes.
when we was going to house parties, I wasn't worried about nobody spiking my drink.
Dude, my
Man,
mom used to tell me every
man.
time I would leave the house, watch your drink and don't leave it
Yes.
around nobody.
Yes, that was
Every
like that when I was
fucking
in
time.
college.
Never
Yeah,
put
but
my
I'm
shit
saying,
down.
you didn't really hear about none of that shit going on at none of the parties that I was going to.
I
I'm just saying.
shit, I did. And I went to
I'm
Ohio
just
State.
saying.
I went to Ohio State, bro.
I don't think the blacks was had access to
The
roofing.
blacks.
Yeah,
the blacks,
don't tell Bill Cosby that.
they didn't roofie people.
Yeah, okay.
The blacks.
Well, Bill Cosby was on another level, brother. Bill Cosby was on another level.
Man, that man was out here handing out Jello pudding pops, man.
Hey, man, listen.
That
I
nigga
don't
said the
hey,
blacks.
Man, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care if you black, white, Hispanic, Chinese. DTA don't trust nobody. Don't ever trust your drink. That's always been my thing. That's always what I've been
I
taught
mean,
since
for
I was a little
sure.
kid.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about even younger, even back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, fuck all that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I think yes, the game has changed. I don't think it's changed as much as we think. Yes, it's not rolling rinks no more. Cool, I get it. I
Yeah.
didn't do rolling rinks growing up, to be honest with you, because yeah, I mean,
Oh
I'm from
no,
Ohio.
skating cracking. Skating is
We,
cracking
you know,
hard.
but I think skating is coming back. Actually, in Columbus, someone was telling me about it, but
Yeah.
it was never my thing. Now I did inline skating anyway because the the little box shit, that's just trash. But
Damn.
Ryan
sorry,
had a skateboard.
you didn't right. I had a skateboard, nigga. I was good as fuck.
He said that shit trash. Hell no.
But
Man,
anyway,
But I
kick flipping.
Oh
I don't know.
Jesus.
Hey man, the
but
game's always
it's
changing.
just
Man.
wild, man. Like I mean, the thing is, you pay all this money to get into the fucking club, and most of the time when I go to the club, man, and especially recently within the last year or so, man, within a half hour being, I'm like, man, I could just be at the crib. I can do all this shit at the crib,
I'm
yo.
just not interested in spending a couple hundred, upwards of
Hey,
100 on
Yeah,
maybe
that's
man.
between
I
two or
was
the
never
three.
Just
I was
to
never a clubber
watch.
because of that.
the parking,
Fuck
the
that.
Yeah,
parking, the parking ain't trying to
Straight
hit
on
you
that.
for 60 or 40 over the head. Then to get in the
Straight on
club
that,
is
man.
about the same, man. You damn
Crazy.
near 200 in before you get in the club.
Yeah.
right.
I'd rather go to
To
like a
get
little
rejected.
kickback or something, or with
Yeah.
my people
I
at
mean,
somebody's house.
I like the bar
You
scene
know.
too, but like I said, depending on where you go, man, that shit could be
Yeah, dude. Yep.
Yeah, like the hookah lounges and shit like that are kind of cool,
yeah.
or like
I
that's
fuck with
what
a
I liked
lounge,
about
man. I like to go to the lounge,
yeah, I
man.
like to go to lounges in DC, man. Those were real
You know,
kickback chill.
do a little
Like they
chill
play old
vibe.
school music and shit. Like it's a grown vibe, you know what I'm
You know,
saying?
smoke me a
But
cigar.
Hey,
man, you can't
DC
even
was
smoke in the club no more.
DC was
But
boy.
Yeah.
man, DC was
Um.
cracking.
So what's up? What else is on the agenda? We got anything? What
All
else
right, man. Yeah, we'll push, man. I know I was trying to wait for Ryan to come back. His
Man,
videos
we could go
associated with a
to another
couple
one before he
things.
get back. Go to one
Well, real
without a
quick,
video.
man, what's up with the Dream, man? The Dream got
Oh
accused of sexual
yes, let me tell
battery
you
and
about
shit.
this man. So the Dream was accused of grooming a pedophilia, man, and the allegations basically give
First up, real quick, who is the Dream? Can you lay out who the Dream is?
okay. So the Dream is an artist, man. He's a musician. Um, he's been around for about, I would say, maybe about 20 years now. I would think. He's had a
Yeah,
few
yeah,
hits out there.
I think he was a producer,
He
right?
was
He
a
was more of a
producer
producer
first.
than a performer.
And
Yeah,
still is. It still is. But he put out,
yeah.
a couple of albums, man, that he had some, decent tracks on, whatever that came
Mhm.
out. But more on the lines of producing the right music for people. Um, so recently he was after, like I said, Diddy kind of started a chain reaction with all this stuff, man. He just was accused of grooming and pedophilia. And what the allegations were based off of was some leaked screenshots of text messages between the Dream and a fan of his, an old fan of his. And they said even though there was no explicit content found in the messages, it's just that, they just, going with saying that he was, been grooming, all this pedophilia stuff, man. I think a couple people come out and make these accusations towards him. So that's basically the gist of it.
Well, once again, the gate is open. They trying to
Yeah.
get any and everybody. Now that they got Diddy, they trying to get any and everybody, bruh. And it ain't gonna be the last. Somebody else gonna be next week or coming up this week. That shit is crazy, bruh. They need to stop with that bullshit. It's all a money grab. It's a money grab. They out here.
Well, I mean, but at the
Is
same
it?
time, I mean, if it's some evidence of dude moving wild, fuck, then man. I mean,
Right.
I just think that I think that people are starting to speak up, man, and I mean, again, he's accused, and these are incidents, so I don't want to go out of school by trying to convict this dude before he gets a fair trial and all that, but man, it's pretty damning evidence, at least from what I understand, against this dude, man. And understand, I mean, be clear, this dude is a multiple Grammy, nominated, Grammy winning artist. Like this dude's got 21 nominations or some shit. He's worked with the biggest and the best, Beyonce, Rihanna, Justin Bieber. Like this dude is one of them ones. And ultimately, man, it really comes down to people in the music business taking advantage just regular chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like you promising them the world because this dude, from what I understand, he promised this chick he was gonna make her as big as Rihanna,
Yep.
big as Beyonce. And
Also,
I mean, there's
uh,
one thing to have the talent to do that because he certainly has the mean to make it happen if she has the talent to match. But it just seems like this dude led with that, and that's grimy as fuck, man. Like, these artists are trying to put, all the faith in the world into, this Grammy nominated, award winning artist. I mean, he knows everybody. Mariah Carey, Britney, like he knows everybody. And I just think he used that to his advantage. And I think the dude's a predator, man. And if
yeah, and
what they saying is
he just
true,
got
it's fucked
accused of
up, bro.
rape as of 5 days ago. He was just accused of raping someone too. So that's a new one that came out there.
Yeah, but the
Along with
thing
sex
is,
trafficking.
man, I can't remember the lawyer, man, but this shit is keeps sounding like the same story from the same law firm. Like the people got the same fucking story. I'm not saying it's not true. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying the stories are always sounding the same.
Maybe 'cause that's
And
what it
it's
is.
like ever since the shit with Diddy, everybody getting hit up.
Good.
And it's like that's why I say sometimes I feel like it's a money grab because it's like I bet you they reached out to him and said, "Hey, this person, we got this on you, pay or we're gonna put it out." They put it out, and you see it ain't really caught really a lot of steam like that. But that's why I feel like it's a money grab. But if he is wrong, doing wrong, then hey, he got whatever coming to him. You know what I'm saying? But it just some shit just seemed kind of fishy to me, man. But it is what it is, man. I don't know if anybody else got
Yeah,
anything
Can't
on
hear
that,
you,
man.
Bo.
We can.
It sounds like the R. Kelly charges. Because what I'm saying right here is sexual assault, sexual abuse, domestic battery. I mean, in today's climate, right? Like we see
Your mic went out, Bo.
put on these allegations put on their name. Can you
There
hear
you
me?
go. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear you now.
yes,
Yeah.
now I can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it sound I mean, I don't know, man. These guys, they need to be careful. I mean, it's a different climate today. I mean, all eyes are on you, and your past is no longer safe, even if you're signing NDAs and all that stuff. Like, I mean, we already know about Diddy, Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, R. Kelly,
Vince McMahon.
Kevin Spacey got some shit
Mm.
put on him. I mean, it's like, who's next at this point? That's kind of like where I'm at with it. Like,
Kevin
who is
Spacey put some
next?
shit on some people too. Oof.
So John Travolta had some charges put on him at one
Yeah.
point. So, hey, all I can say is just to the guys out there with money and power and the celebrities,
There it
and the
is.
fame. Hey, you better be careful. You you better take a hard look and think about, is it worth it?
That's it.
Yeah, from what and once
Shit,
again, I mean, I guess this
crazy.
lady isn't even a US citizen, yo. She was in town on a visa, in the country on a
Right.
visa. She's from the
Yeah.
Netherlands. So this guy basically took her in and,
Mhm.
I guess she was the live-in whatever, you know what I'm saying? She was the artist, she was the
Mhm.
girlfriend, she was the jump off, she was all these things,
Mhm.
man, and I don't know. I mean, I think the common denominator is again, man, men of means, men of power, and
Yeah.
these alleged victims are people that don't have those things and they chasing their dreams. They're either being taken advantage of or they are making some poor choices, putting themselves in some bad situations. So
Yeah.
um hopefully justice does what justice does, and
What? Nothing.
they kind of get to the bottom of this. I mean, I guess we'll see. I mean, a dream ain't exactly Diddy either. So, I mean, while, he's got a little paper and, some notoriety in the industry, he ain't Diddy and he ain't no R. Kelly either on the bank side of the game. So, I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens, man. I guess Sean Kingston got caught up in some shit too recently, right? Did anybody hear anything about that?
Wasn't that
Yeah,
fraud?
that
That
was
was some
fraud.
fraud. That was fraud.
man.
Yeah.
Him and,
Listen,
him
man,
and his
this
mom.
dude.
Yeah.
But it's been a
No,
long
yeah.
track record with him, man. He's been you know, Bussy had bought some jewelry, didn't pay the people, man. You know, this whole thing was like the shit with his house. You know, I think this was some interest. It was, I forgot, it was something that he didn't pay. He owed somebody he didn't pay.
Yeah.
So they came, but his mom got accused of some fraud and some other shit too. So when they raided the house,
Mhm.
they grabbed her and put them cuffs on her, and did they thing. So he's out now. He got arrested and he's out now, like $150,000 bond and some shit. So I don't know too much more after that.
Man, I just
Yeah,
know
that's
the
peace,
drawing.
man.
I just know the drawings that they've been doing to that man body funny as fuck. I wish I had a picture of that
Man.
shit. But nah, that shit is
They
funny as
been
fuck.
been killing his ass, dog. The
Killing
internet
them,
been
bruh.
killing his
Him
ass.
coming out with that white tee. Oh, they've been getting him.
Oh.
Getting him.
Damn.
All right, man. We'll push. Let me see what else. We'll push the tech. I think there was something about a screenless laptop or something. You got
Yeah,
that,
man.
Ryan?
Yeah. There's no noise to it, so just go ahead. You can
All
talk on
right.
it.
All right, you can go ahead, Cap.
All right, yeah. So man, the screenless laptop, bro, like it's supposed to be it's kind of like you have it looked like a regular laptop. When you open up the case, it has glasses. You put the glasses on, and then it gives you 100-inch virtual display, floating right in the front of your face, man. No more screens. It's interactive. When you move your head, it moves with you. I don't know if it's just as interactive as that Apple Vision, but this is supposed to kind of like replace laptops now.
Do we have a video of that?
Yeah, it's rolling
Yeah,
right
I
now.
think
Yeah,
Ryan
it's
is.
Yeah, it's
rolling
rolling.
now.
Yeah, so as I was talking,
What's
it's
the price?
rolling.
What
You
they trying
should
to
be
get
able to
people over
see
the
it.
head with that? I know the Apple Vision was like what, 5 racks or something more, maybe something crazy like that, more than that.
Nah, it's
I
under
No,
thought
that.
Apple
no.
Vision was like 2 or
Oh,
3.
I see it.
Yeah, it's 2 bands.
Was it?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
2 or 3
I'm
bands.
not.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
looking at it
that
right
man,
here.
it's supposed to be
Fucking nuts,
cold though,
dude.
man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could
I mean,
use that
I
joint when
remember. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, I remember a tech where it wasn't the computer, it was the keyboard though. And it would basically project an IR keyboard onto whatever surface, and you could just use that as your keyboard and shit.
Yeah,
It
that
would
was
be interesting to see.
when that came out. I don't know if they've improved it since then, but it was very flawed.
Janky as fuck.
Yeah, it was janky
Yeah.
as shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Raina wrote some of the comments, man. Raina, hold that thought. We're gonna come back to that. I just seen something
Yeah,
on that. We
I
gonna
saw
come back
that
to that.
too. Yeah, we might have to get to that. Yeah.
Yeah,
what's that? I'm not watching the
What?
chat. What'd she say?
Okay, well, she talking about Michael Rainey, your boy from Power, Young Cat, Ghost
Oh
Son,
shit.
was in a little
Yeah.
stream, was on live in the stream, and another cat came on, was groping him. It was like a dude. Hold on.
the dude whose stream they was on, his sister slid in and start rubbing them off, rubbing them off while they talking to the kids,
He had
and
to
he was
jump
just
out of
sitting
that
there
joint,
like, oh
cut out.
snap, and they live streaming, dog. She going to town on that man, and he just looking like, what the
He
fuck?
shut it down. He shut the stream down, jumped off that joint.
Yep,
Like he
Mm.
was in the rubbing tub spot, like she was
Yeah,
rubbing.
here it is right here. I got it
like through
right
the
here.
pants, brother, just rubbing on that man.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
Like he's
Mm,
standing up and
mm.
she just coming to the screen mad aggressive, like, give me that dick.
Yeah, crazy.
Damn. Pause, man. I don't ever want to hear you say that again, dog.
Hey there, that was wild. Pause. I should have said, definitely should have paused that. That was wild. That was
That's
wild.
crazy.
Yeah, that
But
was
yeah,
wild.
man. Yeah, Hollywood is a wild place, and yeah, back to that tech shit though, man. It's cool to see these things come out, man. But it'll be interesting to see if that's something we can integrate into daily lives because
Yeah.
I don't know. Is the laptop still the device? Is the laptop preferred over the PC nowadays?
No.
Like I
The
haven't had a
majority of
desk.
people,
I haven't
Think
had a
so?
It depends.
desktop
It depends on
forever.
it depends on what you're doing. To be
yeah,
honest
but
with
Yeah,
you.
majority of the people though is laptop.
Yeah,
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
people travel, man, work on the go.
Yeah, it depends on what
Yep.
you're doing. But truth be told, man, This shit reminds me of you remember the Google glasses from back in the day that came out?
Mm,
They're still out there, I guess. You can see like the screen in front of you and from your phone and whatnot.
right.
It's kind of gimmicky, and this is to me also gimmicky. Just like the potential, I see what Apple's doing with the Apple Vision, and it will 3K. All right, thanks, Robertson. But it's they're not there yet with it to where I would want to put any money or invest into it.
Right.
I think Apple's going into the right direction of what they got going on,
Mhm.
but as far as using that on a because I mean, if you go look at the Apple Vision, man, that thing's bulky as fuck. It's heavy as shit. You got a big ass battery that's probably about the size, 2 times the size of my Samsung phone. This is a big ass goddamn phone because I like to watch porn. But
Well,
Right.
give it a couple years. They're gonna shrink that shit down. Trust me.
Hey, who don't like the smut?
right. But I'm just saying, like, it's not there yet. And I think with this laptop thing, it's a cool feature,
Yeah.
but it's not telling me. I was doing some research on it. What's underneath the hood? What can I do with this? Am I playing games with this?
Right.
No. What am I just doing some office shit? I mean, all right, cool, whatever. What kind of HD am I getting on when I'm watching my Netflix? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And this it's stuff like that it looks cool on the premise
Well, I
until you
mean-
actually put it in practical use.
Sure. The thing that,
Yeah.
that kind of turned me off on it was the chorus. As soon as it started,
Mm-hmm.
that's not it, bro.
We ain't there yet, bro.
They got
We
a,
ain't
they
there
got a
yet.
ways to go.
We ain't
But
there yet.
it's pretty cool though. I mean, I like that they're trying. That. I can appreciate the effort to push it to the next level. And I mean, I think that's that's noteworthy. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
The
Um,
Jets.
You know what? I
It's
never
first
never
gen
buy
tech.
first gen anything though. I never buy
Yeah, it's
first
first
gen
gen. Yeah,
anything.
it's first gen tech.
I just
so
don't.
Yeah.
I've
give it a
learned my
couple years.
lesson. There's always glitches and just things that need to be tweaked, and you spend a lot of money getting it
Mhm.
as soon as it comes out, and it's just kind of like not where it needs to be. So I like to wait, man. But like y'all said, the tech is cool. Like the concept is cool. I mean, I
Right.
like the direction that they're going. And I could definitely see myself using that now that I've transitioned from blue collar back into the white collar, so to say. So I could definitely see myself using some of these gadgets, and some of this new tech that's coming out. I think it's pretty cool, you know. So I can't wait, till maybe like another 5-10 years to see where it really is gonna be. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it's
because
gonna
I
be crazy. I
mean,
mean, they already got chips in Cat's head.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Right.
So,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? Because I was one. I mean, speaking of smut, you know how mad I was when Texas had banned all smut. I was going through it until I remembered I had a VPN. Because man,
Jetson.
right.
You ain't remember
Man,
someone. Oh, time out. Someone helped you with the VPN. He will go nameless.
yeah, that too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. Because man, I was like,
Nice.
oh
Hey,
man, I
hey,
couldn't look at no
Nice.
titties,
Man,
no
listen,
nothing. I was
I
going
can't
through
be
it.
letting my man go out looking at some titties. You know what I'm saying?
Right. My man's like, yo, man, give your cohort and smut his
You know what
credit,
I'm saying?
man.
You know what I'm saying? We sending each other videos in the chat, and when I go to pull up the chat, that shit say, "Are you 18?" and shit, asking me for IDs and shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this? I was hot,
It's nice.
man. Everybody like, man, y'all see what's up on Pornhub? Man, Pornhub, like, man, bruh,
That shit
womp
Nah,
womp.
you
locked
can't
down.
see it. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, yeah,
But
hey,
yeah, man.
watching porn on that virtual headset is next level.
Man, you might mess
Mm.
around and think you in some real world shit. Be out here walking around butt naked.
Hey,
Mm.
Hey, that's
hey,
wild.
hey,
dude.
man, hey, sister,
He
man,
was grumpy
I
playing
was
the
grumpy
game
as
and
fuck.
everything.
Hey, I was on the game, mad as fuck, couldn't even concentrate, man. Man, dawg, I
Man,
was
my
like,
man was going through a thing, yo. He was
I,
going through a thing over
He was
there.
going through a thing. It was a whole thing. I was like, I gotta help my brother out,
Hell
man.
yeah.
I gotta help my
That
brother
shit
out,
was
man.
serious.
Here's
We
this
had to
VP.
I
shut
was
it
hot.
down for a minute.
Here's this VP.
Oh
Do
man.
your thing.
This is
Another
a
thing, I don't
VPN.
know if you got the quick video, Ryan. That AI powered backpack And I
Yeah,
know we talked
yeah.
about, the potential of the tech being useful or useless. And I mean, I remember the first iPad that came out, the shit didn't even have a camera on the back. I don't know if y'all remember that shit. The first one dropped in, I want to say it was around '09 or 2010.
Yeah,
And
10, 9.
yeah, it was like '09
Yeah.
or 10. The first one dropped, then the second gen dropped with the camera on the back, and then they added the HD displays and stuff. So it's always interesting to see, where that tech is gonna go.
Yeah.
Nobody really knew what an iPad was gonna be used for, so we'll see
Porn.
how it goes with the right. I mean, that's what every fucking thing is used for, right? So speaking of which, the Chinese got this fucking 6-arm robot. So it's like you can get, like 6 different hand jobs or whatever.
Oh,
It's
man, nah,
robot
that
arms,
shit that
man.
shit don't look smooth at all.
It don't
Man,
look
that shit
smooth at
crazy.
all. You gonna have to put a
Oh,
glove on that
man.
bitch, something, and then it's gonna rip somebody's dick off. Like it's bound to
Oh man,
happen that it's gonna rip somebody's dick off, and then they're gonna be on the way to the hospital, backpack
motherfucking
on and shit.
burn a hole in somebody pearl. Man, it's gonna be crazy.
But yeah, I can definitely see some applications for the multi-arm backpack and stuff, man. You can't lift a whole lot of weight with it though, right? Because I mean it's gonna be limited, it's strapped
Yet
to you.
I don't think this looks like a concept thing, man. I was doing some research on
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just looks like some concept stuff, and I think in theory it's cool, man. But like, okay, so my question is this going to be neurally linked into your brain? Because if it is, you gonna have to find some new pathways in your brain. Because it's enough for us to y'all think it's not,
nuts.
but it's enough. It's enough for you to get up and walk and talk and use your hands at the same time. Can you imagine doing that with 6 other arms? What are we talking about? You know what I mean? Like, I'm clumsy as fuck, man. I'll be bumping into walls left and right. Boom, boom. I can imagine with
Man,
these 6
I'm
arms.
gonna be out here like motherfucking Doc Ock, boy. Watch.
Man,
Around.
what?
But man, you end
Hey,
up punching
everybody
yourself
get
in the
their
face.
hands up.
And I'm playing the game, about to eat all kind of shit.
But you
And I'm gonna be
Y'all
you
here
super nice
like
on the game.
Goro on Mortal Kombat, bro. Goro action, bro.
Go, all right. I don't know, man. It's
Yeah,
just,
man.
or if it's AI, you already know how I feel about AI running some shit. That thing is gonna kill you.
Well,
That thing is gonna
I mean,
kill you.
but
And could
I
you
guess
imagine
I
waking
watched
up
a
and you see them
video.
fucking arms over you and shit?
just strangling the fuck
The
out of your
backpack
ass.
is over you. Yeah, one hand
Backpack
strangling
over
you. The
here,
other one got
man.
his.
All on, man, yo, covering your mouth and slapping the shit out of you, yo.
Man, they got the pillow. They got the pillow over your face, holding the gun on top. What you talking about?
Man, that shit
That's wild
crazy.
as fuck.
One hand over your mouth,
It
the other
is.
hand up there, come out something like this. And then
And flick,
the next,
Yeah,
and then, hey, all of a sudden
and
you see
flick
the
your
other hand
bottom
come
lip
up
and shit,
like
make
this
you
right
mad.
hell no! It ain't the shocker. Oh shit,
here. Come up
man!
like
You better
this.
get your ass up.
That's a lot
That
of
shit come up
shockers.
like that.
That's a lot of shockers,
You
bro.
right,
It is a lot of
Hey, G,
shockers.
what's that you say, G? Fight back. Fight
Hey,
back.
fight back, yo,
Fight
please.
back.
Two in the
Back.
pink, one in the stank.
In this thing. But yeah,
It's
man,
crazy,
that shit
dude.
is wild. I guess it does have some AI applications. It's supposed to have some protections against, harming yourself or others, at least according to
Okay.
the Chinese propaganda video. I don't know if we talked about it. We talked about the Facebook AI that developed his own language last week. Did we touch on that at all?
I think we touched
I
on
don't
that
think
before.
so, man.
No, we touched
Yeah,
on
I
that
mean,
before.
yeah,
Nah,
just in
I think
passing. Yeah, man, like these AI are crazy, man, and I mean, we'll see how it goes, dude. But I guess
even
moving on and go ahead.
just real quick, but even with that, him developing his own language, right now AI is subdued because it's getting material that we allow it to have. But once it starts getting material that we don't allow it to have, and it makes its own judgments, that's when we have our problems. But anyway, you know how my thoughts about that. Go look at the other fucking
Yep.
16 episodes about AI.
There you go. That's it, man.
Moving
Cool
on, what we
ass.
got?
Yeah, those cool ass noise filtering translating earbuds, yo. That was a sweet tech, right? I mean, I
Yeah,
think that one you
that
can
shit's
actually
dope,
use.
man. Like I said, man, I experienced the shit like when I was in CES in Vegas. You know, shout out to Vegas. D
Yeah,
Ray, what
what
up?
was it though? Yeah, explain what they are though. What are they?
So the earbuds, like so you can kind of focus on different noises, what you want to tune out, what you don't. And then in real time, as that person is talking, if they're talking in another language, you can isolate that conversation. And on top of that, as they're talking, you're hearing them in English real time. There's no delay. So as they're talking in another language, you're hearing them in English real time. And if that person has their set, they'll switch it on their end to as you're speaking in English, they're hearing it in their language real time, and y'all just having a normal conversation as if you guys are both speaking the same language. And like I said, like if you hearing just like how your earbuds right now can kind of tune out, some of the background noise and stuff like that. Well, these earbuds will isolate. You can tell it to isolate different noises, or you could just say, "I just want to hear the conversation." So it's doing this as you're speaking to it. It's doing different things as everything's going on. It's kind of AI powered as well, but it's a pretty dope concept. The cool thing is the ones that I'm seeing now, they kind of had it different to where you had to kind of like have a they had the earbuds that was a little bit more expensive, but then they had one with the box. The earbuds didn't quite look like that, but it was something similar, and it was like from a Chinese company. But the shit is dope as fuck, man. Like that's the
Yeah,
new
that's
wave. Fuck
word.
Google Translate. You don't even need that shit no
Right,
more. I mean,
right.
I
That
pay
shit on the
600 for
fly.
them.
Let me ask you a question though with this. So with the translation, okay. So you know how like, different languages, like certain things, might mean
Lost in
other stuff in another
lost in
language.
translation.
So
Yep.
so you having a conversation, say with somebody, like you said Chinese, and you say something, and it might be interpreted in their language as something foul. It might say you in an important meeting with somebody, you're having a conversation with somebody, and you say something that's just regular, but it might be translated in their language as like something fucked up. So how does that work? Is
That's
it
the thing. That's the thing with the AI and the new technology. It's learning. It is learning the different slangs and stuff like that as well.
and that's not
You
So
scary?
so that's what I'm saying. So that's why you don't have the gap in or the language gap
no,
or
that
the
I don't.
meaning or
Hold on a second. I don't think that's what Guap's going at. I think he's going at the fact that there's things that are lost in translation. For example, in Japan, there is no word for vampire. What vampire actually literally translate to is person that drinks blood, which could be sound different, right? When it comes to American, that could be some weird motherfucker that's out here drinking blood. So there's things that's lost in translation.
Yeah, there you go.
That
I
that's
got you. Yeah.
so I think that's what Guap is getting at, and yes, Guap. I think while this is a cool tech, and I think this is great in certain aspects, I think it also makes motherfuckers lazy, not want to actually learn different cultures and learn. When you learn a language, right? I learned a lot of Spanish. I took like 6 years of Spanish. Don't ask me to say nothing past where's the bathroom at. I haven't used it,
Mm.
but I've learned a lot about that culture. Taking
Donde es
that,
la
taking,
banda?
taking, taking, taking that those classes, and I think and learning that language, and I think like you go to Europe, for example, and this is one of the things that I solely miss here in America because we're so isolated. But if you go to Europe, these guys know like 8 different fucking languages and shit, and they're so cultured compared to what we are.
Right,
And it's just
right.
because those countries are right next to each other, and I get it. But I think you're missing something with that if you just rely on this. Now I will say this: I do have one little quick story, and then I'm done with my spiel. While I was in England,
This is gonna take a while.
God damn it.
I'm gonna hit this man in his face next time I see this man.
I'll cut him off. Let
But
him speak. Go ahead.
anyway,
Go ahead.
but I met this. I was messing around with this Spanish chick. She spoke perfect English or whatever, but her friend was Brazilian, so she only spoke Portuguese, a little bit Spanish, and she was dating some dude from Poland who only spoke English and Polish. Yo, to see them interact without this tech was actually pretty interesting. Like, granted, all they was doing was fucking, but they were still
That's a
interact.
universal language,
That's
yo.
the
Oh,
universal
that's the
language.
that's the language
Everybody
they
know
was
what that
speaking.
means.
They was speaking fucking.
Right.
But it was
They're
it was
speaking that
interesting.
meat,
It was
the
interesting to
meat.
see that.
Do you speak P and the G?
P and the G.
That's ridiculous. But I'm with Raina on the chat, man. She like, yo, you need to use those shits in that nail shop because you
Yeah, that shit
know
had me laughing.
them Asian ladies be getting y'all motherfuckers. They be
And
getting
they're
y'all's
getting-
grills over that shit.
I
They
saw a
be talking
video where
shit.
a lady pulled out Google Translate on her phone and she had some kind of, and it translated in real time and they were
Right.
talking about her. That's a good point. I don't know. Maybe we could find that video on another episode.
Yeah, they
or
be
something
talking shit.
next to it.
That Google
Yeah.
Translate is cool, but like I said, I mean, there
Pretty
is,
busy.
you know, some loss in translation with certain shit, but you know, I'm pretty sure with the AI and the technology is gonna learn. It will know that there's no word for vampire in Japan, and is gonna try to
Yeah, machine
give you
learning is
something
very
else.
real.
Yeah, so I mean, and it's the fact that the shit is saying it in your damn voice too. It ain't like it's a computer voice. It's saying the shit in your voice.
Right.
I
So
don't want to hear my voice talk to myself. I hate my voice.
no, the person is hearing you talk in your
I
voice.
hate your
Didn't
voice
y'all learn
too,
anything from the
goddammit.
Matrix and Terminator? God damn it. They've been
Yeah.
telling us, man.
Yeah, they been hey.
They
I
gon'
think who was
the
that?
shit's gonna teach
What was
itself.
that? V was saying that in the chat. She was saying, "Man, the movies and shit and the Jetsons been showing us what's
Oh, the
coming into
Jets.
the future, man."
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Jets
For
don't
sure.
show me what's in the future. I don't want that maid robot. That she was a bitch.
Yeah.
And she was
Man,
wide
if I
bodied
can,
as
She
fuck.
was
if I can
talking.
get me a
She
You know what I
five,
mean?
She was
if I
always
can
talking
get
that
me a
shit.
5-course meal from Appeal, I'm with it.
Yeah, that is straight though. That is straight. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh shit.
next on the docket, what we got? The Alex Jones he has to liquidate you know, his assets to pay the Sandy Hook families. I know Ryan, you got a video, and
Yeah.
I know you're gonna have
No,
something to say about that.
nah. There's no video on that, man. I'll just talk about it, man.
Get it.
So he got. I think he got sued for like
Who
what,
is Alex
1
Jones for the people that
Yeah,
don't
Oh
know?
yeah,
who
yeah,
Alex
I got you.
Jones?
So Alex
Yeah.
Jones is he was an influencer like type because he's not news, so I'm not gonna say that. He was an influencer type person that was mainly on YouTube and you know, Twitter or whatnot. And he was a extremist pusher when it came to the right media. Like you can look at some of his videos if you want to on YouTube. Some of the stuff he will say, some of the stuff's funny, but some of the stuff he'll say is like they're turning the water. They put stuff in the water to turn the frogs gay. He's just yeah, that's just wild as fuck. That's just wild as fuck. He was saying
Probably
some,
like I'd probably like ribbit. Ribbit.
can you imagine Kermit? Miss Piggy, no, I'm not down for that no more.
Well, you know, Piggy,
Fuck that part. But so he would go into these extremist views to get clicks and get views because he was actually selling some product on the side too as well. But one of the biggest things that he did that actually Marjorie Taylor Greene, a senator, actually fucking piggybacked off of was the fact that the Sandy Hook massacre where those kids got slaughtered by that guy that shot at that school was fake. You know, it was a bunch of actors. The parents were a bunch of actors. It never happened and yada, yada, yada. And it's just sad that, you know, they have to, it got put like he had a following of millions of people. So this guy is just getting pushed on them. They've got people that will reach out to them on their social networks and hit them up like, oh, you guys are liars, you guys are fakes. Can you imagine that? If your kid died in this tragic fucking way and you getting reached out to this shit? So they sued the fuck out this man. And he had to pay about well, he can't afford it, $1.2 billion 1.5. My bad.
1.5
5.
billion,
Oh
yo.
shit, yeah, that makes a difference. That's a
1.5
lot. That's a lot. $1 billion
billion.
to these families. Now, granted, he can't afford that shit, so he has to liquidate his shit. And yeah, man, this is a good fucking sign, man. I like this shit. This dude is a charlatan and a joke. He did this to sell his fake ass supplements, his fake ass whatever the fuck to these people, and he's feeding off the dumb and the ignorant. And it's just tragic that this dude is able to last this long. And you know who was actually a big fan of this guy? Your soon to be incumbent fucking president / fucking ex-con
Dictator.
Trump.
Oh yeah.
So
Not surprised by that.
this is the type of people that Trump has supported and brought up in the past, and actually used his news for his facts, quote unquote facts.
Yeah, Infowars was the company
Yeah, Infowars.
the
Yes, that's
news
correct.
outlet, yeah, that was owned by Alex Jones, and a lot of right-wing propaganda was featured on Infowars, and lots of inflammatory stuff, man, like the seedy dark underbelly of the right-wing movement was driven by this guy in terms of on the media side, and Trump and all of the Trump supporters and that entire movement was fueled by this guy, and the idea that something like Sandy Hook was completely staged is that shit is preposterous, and it's I said it was preposterous.
I was gonna ask you to
And
say
there's a
that one
lot
more
of
time, but I didn't want
I
to be a dick.
hate
Pause.
That's
I
them damn
hate this
Invisaligns
shit.
in your mouth.
That shit is preposterous. But yeah, man.
Hey, wipe the corner of your mouth, man. You got a little slob over
Hey, don't do it. You get two, man. You get two. I'm gonna fire you up.
Hey,
That was
You
wild.
get
look,
two. That was
look. Go on.
Hey, don't do it. God damn it. I'm trying to be cool. But but yeah, man, it's just it's so sad and unfortunate, man, on the real, man. I mean, these people already endured a tragedy, and you're just gonna throw fuel on the flames. And it's not even a black issue, a white issue. Like it's a straight up kids got killed, man. Like you should be able to draw a fucking line somewhere between your bullshit. And I'm glad they're going after his bread. He deserves more than to lose his fucking money, yo. Like
Loses
something needs to
freedom,
happen to this man.
but
Yeah,
Yeah.
something needs to happen.
but it's freedom of speech, right? And
Yep, yeah.
so
Well, yeah, that's peace,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Anybody
What's
got anything
next,
else?
man?
Yeah, what you got, Bo? Nah, Bo
Yeah,
need to get in on this, man. What's up, G?
nah, man. I mean, you guys basically summed it up. Like Alex Jones. I mean, he was way out there with a lot of the things he was saying. He's labeled as a conspiracy theorist for the most part, but I will say there are some things that he has been right about. Remember, he exposed Bohemian Grove. He snuck in with his camera crew and got footage of the Bohemian Grove rituals. You know, Bohemian Grove, for those of you that don't know, is a secret society that basically all of the elite in this country belong to, including our presidents. They meet up once a year, and they do like these very weird pagan rituals. Well, you can go on YouTube. Alex Jones, I
Yep.
think in like 2001, snuck in and caught them worshiping like this big giant owl, and with hoods on, like something straight out of a movie. And at the time there was like really no real footage of Bohemian Grove, up to that point, but he was the one that kind of exposed that aspect of something
with that being said, what's wrong with someone worshiping something that you don't exactly agree with?
Well, I'm not saying that it's wrong, but what I'm saying is that it was denied. There was a lot of people that said
Yeah, it
that
was
it didn't
cover up.
exist, and that the presidents and all these powerful people did not belong to that club. And then this guy sneaks in and shows us like, yo, it does exist. I'm not saying it's wrong, but a lot of people were saying, yo, that's just a conspiracy. It doesn't exist type stuff. But but the Sandy Hook thing, like he put that out there. there's a movie out there, The People versus Alex Jones, that I heard is really good. That
Yes,
I
it is.
want to watch. It's on my watch list. But like, yo, man, like, when you slander people and libel people like he did, like, you are going to face repercussions. You can't just
Oh,
come out
absolutely.
and just be out here putting stuff on people and claiming that it's false with no real evidence. I mean, this guy was basically saying that those kids in Sandy Hook who got murdered by that lunatic were not murdered. So I mean, like, the type of pain that he had a large platform. I mean, this guy had
Huge.
millions and millions and millions, and he still does to this day. He had millions and millions of people that he was spreading that message to, and then your lunatic fans are reaching out to these people, sending them letters, telling them that they're, faking this shit and
doxing
that,
them.
their kids didn't die. So, man, it's like, yeah, bro, like, you open yourself up for that because you can sue somebody for slander and libel. And what's the other one in America? And, if they can prove their case, like, you will end up owing them money. And quite frankly, I think this was a long time coming that he was going to have to sell InfoWars because the settlement was for what, 1.2 billion when he
Yeah.
got found guilty.
1.5.
1.5.
1.5 billion. So, like, yeah, man, I mean, like, you can keep kicking the can down the road all you want, but at the end of the day, you had a 1.5 billion settlement leaned against you, and you were clearly lying. Like, Sandy Hook wasn't a hoax. And that's kind of what happens when you're insensitive to the pain and trauma that people went through, and then you exploited it for your own personal gain, to bolster your audience, to make money for yourself. Because a lot of people gravitated, and he got a lot of subscribers and made a lot of money off that.
Hey, you cut
Your
out.
Bill.
mic, your mic went out, Bo.
My bad. You got to pay that bill, homie.
Yo, the
Yeah.
dude was
Yeah,
selling
that's
a thing called bone broth. Look it up, bro.
Yeah.
Talking about it's better than like whey protein and shit, and it's better for your health and shit. And then he showed a picture of himself before and after. The motherfucker looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, if
you
people
know-
are gonna be stupid, they're gonna be stupid, man. I mean, hey, I don't mind him making out of dummies. I mean, hey, man,
Yeah.
free it from their money every
Hey,
day.
Capitalism,
but-
right?
Just like them infomercials, man, at the end of BET is shit. My man over here selling holy water or whatever that shit was, and people like, I put the holy water in my purse. I got a check for $20,000.
See?
Yeah.
Shoot, man. You know what, man?
A
Well,
word?
listen, I got a supplement for you. Shout out to them.
That shit
Shout out to them
wild.
Jamaicans, man, for this little red stripe here that I
Hooray beer.
Hooray,
man.
beer.
And shout out to my Jamaican partner, my Jamaican partner Rudy on the pod. They listening in. They not in the chat, but they listening. Shout out to
Yeah.
Rudy.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. We got some newcomers, man. Once again, man, my homegirl V, you know what I'm saying, and my homegirl D Ray, you know what I'm saying, first time in the chat. Just wanted to shout out them, you know what I mean? And then you got
That's
Lou
right,
Will
man.
with the prayer
Lil
cloth.
Will.
Lil Will making
He's not wrong, though.
motherfucking
He's not wrong, man. A
and-
prayer cloth, you send it back. Send
and
it in
Scott
with a
Wick,
dollar.
you know what I'm
Get it
saying?
back.
Scissor, Scott Wick, you know what I'm saying? Showing love in the
Got
chat.
in the house.
You know what I'm saying?
What we got
Wow,
next?
shit.
What we got next,
Well,
fellas?
Bo, man,
Yeah.
Bo, while you on, man, what's going on with Russia, man? I know we had something in the chat. Russia.
Well, I mean, there's a lot going on in that sphere. I mean, I don't know where do you guys want to start with that. They're supposed to be sending a nuclear sub to Cuba to do some military exercises, and I mean, everybody knows Cuba's how many miles off the coast of Florida? So we're kind
90.
of in 90 miles off the coast
Yeah.
of Florida. So this conflict is escalating, man. It's escalating, and one mistake could lead to a global conflict. According to, Russia, they're saying that they are doing this in response to the aggression. Now, I'm not saying what side I'm on and what I believe, but for them, they're saying that this is a response to the aggression of the United States and NATO, expanding NATO closer and closer to the western border of Russia. I'm not saying that I believe it, but if you do look at a NATO map, I mean, you will see that the NATO countries do surround Russia's western border. They consider that to be an existential threat because if you get to Ukraine and you make it a NATO state, you now have weapons that can be put in Ukraine that can reach, mainland Russia within an hour's time, and they consider that to be an existential threat.
We already
Oh,
got that.
you,
But anyway, I'm sorry.
you
go
know
ahead.
they claim that that the United States is being aggressive, so they're kind of showing force to the United States by sending their nuclear subs, which they say it's not going to be carrying any nuclear weapons, but it is a nuclear powered sub to the coast of Cuba to do these exercises, and it's kind of like a Cuban Missile Crisis Part 2,
Or
where
the Cold War. Yep.
yeah, when Fidel Castro got Russia to put actual missiles in Cuba, and the United States was almost ready to pull the trigger and getting into a full-on hot war with that. So we're technically in a Cold War right now. Just the other day, Russia has, for the first time, listed the United States as an enemy. Officially, on paper, they have listed the United States as an official enemy, something that's never been done before.
Why is that?
And
Why
it
is
just
that?
seems like, I don't know if it's on Russia's end or if it's on the United States end, but there's no diplomacy being attempted to make peace, the peaceful way. It's like a pissing contest between two superpowers that have nukes. Now, mind you, yes, the United States, we have a very, very capable, well, large military. Russia has the most nuclear weapons on this planet. They have more nuclear weapons than we do. And personally, I just feel, in my opinion, there needs to be diplomacy at the forefront of this, because one mistake, somebody shoots down a plane, somebody shoots down a sub. Oh, I thought it was, well, we thought that they were, and got the, Gulf of Tonkin incident that got us into Vietnam. I mean, there's all types of things that can go wrong. This is very dangerous. And I think it should be at the forefront of, every news cycle, because I mean, what the fuck does anything matter if we're in a nuclear war and it fucking wipes out the entire planet? Like, what the fuck else matters? Like, no other issue matters if, like, the fucking globe is going to be wiped out in a nuclear conflict. So it's very serious, and I think that we're in a Cold War. It's just what it is. This is a second Cold War, if you ask me. So
Just quick
yeah,
question:
that's where we are.
Do we even know if Russia shit actually really works? Because
Can't answer it.
shit
Their
be
weapons.
some of they shit be janky as hell.
No, some of the stuff you've seen
wanna know
on
if it
no,
works or
no,
not?
no. I'm talking about some of the stuff you've seen on public television seems janky as hell. That's as far as I can go on that.
Okay.
I
You see how
think
serious he
a
just
lot
looked?
of.
Don't be
I mean,
looking
it's a
that
serious
bro.
issue, though.
It's a serious issue.
I think.
Yeah,
I know it is. No, I know it
Yeah.
is, but don't be looking at me that serious.
So I think Russia's proven at least enough combat capability to take them seriously. I think that's a safe answer there. The downside is their maintenance practices aren't usually as
And
good
there's
as
that.
the United States'
Yep.
maintenance practices are.
Yep.
I mean, that's just kind of the big difference. A lot of their tech is not quite as good as ours, but I mean, when you talk accuracy, their GPS networks and that's something that's questionable. But how accurate does a nuke have to be?
True.
Does it-
So
Area effect.
it doesn't necessarily. Yeah. It's not even about, a pinpoint accuracy necessarily. It's as much as a psychological weapon as it is, a nuclear weapon. So the threat of nuclear attacks is something that you got to take seriously. But from what I understand, there was a former intel officer, as American guy, that tried to enter St. Petersburg recently, and he had his passport
Scott Ritter.
confiscated and blah blah blah. Yeah, Scott Ritter. Yeah,
Scott Ritter.
So,
He was a UN
Mhm.
weapons inspector. That's what he was.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
He's a
Yeah,
YouTube personality, and he's an analyst on foreign policy.
yeah. But I mean, he used to be a Marine, and he was an intelligence officer in the Marines, and like the Russians kind of used that as, kind of a big deal, and they kind of exacerbated that situation, and that's where this enemy comment kind of stemmed from, is, from his capture and events surrounding Scott Ritter. So it's a big fucking deal, though. I know that, man. Russia has as much right as any sovereign nation does to protect their borders. And I mean, like Bo was alluding to, I mean, they're basically being surrounded, and it's tough, man. I mean, it's tough when you start looking at national policy and who the good guys and the bad guys really. And when you start looking at different perspectives, man, it just gets to be not a black and white issue. So I think this presidential election is going to be I think this is going to be one of the items that these guys run on. You know what I'm saying? At least one of them should. Biden should jump in this thing and be like, hey, Trump has been kissing their asses the entire time. So why would you elect this dude? The Russians declared us our enemy, and you're gonna like officially declared us their enemy, and you're gonna elect the guy that they want in the seat. That's ridiculous. Well, we've been saying that for what, 16 weeks
Well,
now?
well,
Yeah.
well, Putin came out last week and he did a press conference where he effectively said that I'm not saying I believe this. Let me pretext that.
Sure,
But he
sure.
basically said last week he had a press conference for his country, and he effectively said that Russia doesn't prefer either one of the presidents because there's no difference between Trump and Biden in terms of foreign policy. And he pointed out a few things, whether it was Donald Trump pulling out of some of the ICBM the ICBM agreements where they
Peace
wouldn't
accords.
develop certain
Yep.
long range weapons, or whether it was sanctioning Venezuela, one of Russia's main trade partners, when he sanctioned Venezuela, or when he was trying to kill the Nord Stream pipeline, uh, gas pipeline that was going from Russia to Germany. Donald Trump was, trying to sanction that pipeline. So while our media was saying that Donald Trump was a Russian asset, there are indicators out there, if you look at some of Trump's policies, where it actually was adversarial to Russia and some of their economic aspirations. So it's kind of like you have to gauge and really look at and analyze what is going on, because our media will say one thing, but then behind the scenes is something else. So it's not just a black and white issue. I mean, I have my own personal opinions on it, but
No, fuck that.
you just
Fuck
gonna,
this. Fuck.
you
Be
know what
on
I
a
mean?
pod. Speak what you got.
Well, I mean, like I say, I mean, the United States has a history of getting us into conflicts where it later on is proven to be a lie. Whether it's the Gulf of Tonkin incident, I mean, just a few years ago, we had troops in Niger, Africa, that got killed, and nobody even knew we had troops over there. Whether it's Saddam Hussein with weapons of mass destruction, whether it's and Muammar Gaddafi, was the evil
Gaddafi.
dictator, and he had to go because he was. It's the same story every time. This leader's evil. He's killing his own people. We need regime change, and then it turns out it's like, like Saddam
But
didn't have
who helped put all these
WMDs.
people? Who helped put these people in power?
Yeah, right. So all I'm saying is that I've come to learn, when it comes to these conflicts and these wars that we seem to endlessly be involved in, I don't really trust what our media says anymore, and I just kind of just look at it how can you be labeling people the aggressor when you are the ones that are bombing like 50 different countries at one time, and you got 900 military bases across the globe? Like, how are you? It's almost gaslighting. But all I'm saying is diplomacy, whatever side you're on, diplomacy needs to be number one, because Russia has nukes and they can touch our mainland. Like, we are not untouchable. We've been very blessed to not have like a serious war on our land other than the Civil War, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that this can escalate to the point where we're actually getting hit in the United States. So diplomacy
9
needs to be
11
number
9/11
one.
proved
Yeah, like this shit needs to be worked out from a peaceful standpoint because we're talking about the destruction of the human race, man. Like seriously, like
Hey,
all it takes is one.
yeah, I knew this was gonna kind of come to fruition once the Ukraine war has been going on as long as it has. That as they keep asking for help and stuff like that, and as they're trying to figure out how to de-escalate everything, I knew this shit was gonna happen.
It
I
always
knew it.
does. It
I knew
always
it.
does. And
Yeah.
then the other thing is we have, President Biden authorized actual American-made weapons to strike mainland Russia
Good.
just the other week too. And that's a big deal too. That's another escalation. So man, dude, like this can get out of control real fast.
So real quick, man, I'm gonna be real quick on this because this is stuff that I'm gonna be real quick. That's all I gotta say. So first and foremost, we have to understand that yes, he said this is because of NATO and whatnot. This dude went in 2014 and annexed Crimea, and this has been a thing that he's been wanting to do for a while. And I think one thing we're also missing out here on this point is two of our biggest three, actually, if you want to put it that way, quote unquote enemies, I would say adversaries, have been working together. Iran, Russia, and now China.
China.
These are big issues here with these guys. It's not. Truth be told, I don't think it's gonna come to a nuclear thing. I know the media likes to pump that shit up. Because once you go nuclear, we're not coming back. Let's just be honest. So, and it's I mean, I've seen the movies. They're normally not really good unless you're watching Mad Max. But yeah, since I know someone's mic is staticky. But at the end of the day, Russia has been the aggressor in this past over a decade in that region of Europe, at least that region of Europe, and not just that, man. They're actually now infiltrating Africa. Same with China, because they look at the West as imperialist, as they should, because what they did in the Victorian era. But they're not seeing the forest before the trees, and that these dudes, China, Russia, they're trying to eke out everything and control. I'm not saying America's not trying to do that either, but I'd rather have America eke out win all the shit before they do. If you want to be real, eke out and stranglehold this whole world and have a pulse on it. And China's winning it with the Belt and Road Initiative. Y'all should look that up. You want to look that shit up? It's pretty interesting. That's why you see China actually from here to fucking Venezuela, and then also at the border. It's a whole fucking thing. They're trying to build an infrastructure of trade. That goes back to actually to the Silk Road. But this is very important. Do I think it's going to be nuclear? No. Do I think America's ever going to have put boots on the ground per se? Don't perceive that, because only right now we're not even really focused. We're focused on Russia, but our main focus, actually military wise, has been China and Taiwan. And the thing is, if we let Ukraine fall to Russia, China will enact actions against fucking Taiwan, and that's going to involve even more people.
The thing is America on paper recognizes the one China policy. They recognize Taiwan as a part of mainland China. That's officially our in our foreign policy. We just don't want China to take Taiwan and make them a part of mainland China. But we do recognize it. The one China policy. I mean, every president has recognized that.
Time out. If we recognize it, then we would not know. If we recognize it, then we would say that is part of China.
They do. They do. The State Department
The State
State
Department,
Department
the State
recognizes
Department is not the
Taiwan
same.
as a.
The State Department is the same as the presidency because he has came out and said that Taiwan is not part of China multiple times.
I
And
have never
multiple
seen
presidents
that. As
and
as
multiple
of what
presidents.
I know, the U.S. State Department, which runs America's foreign policy, obviously in conjunction with the president, they've all said that they recognize Taiwan as a part of mainland China. It doesn't make sense because we're still kind of in a conflict and saying, China, you better not take Taiwan, but we do recognize the one China policy. That's what it's
Okay.
called. But I will say
China
this.
take Taiwan, see what the fuck happens. Straight up.
Well,
Straight
I
up.
know what but listen, what I will say is this. Look, man, look. The guy has been saying for quite some time, look, I cannot allow you guys to get this close to my borders. The best analogy that I can make is, look, it happened in America with the Cuban Missile Crisis, and even right now, if China were to put weapons into Canada, America would lose their shit. And the other aspect of it is, look, the USSR broke up in 1991, and they low key wanted that because it was just a fucking headache. There were civil wars all over the place, whether it was Chechnya, there was Albania. They were having all these conflicts and resolutions that were just unmanageable. So, in my opinion, I can't imagine Russia saying we want these territories back when it was just a fucking headache for them to manage in the first place. I mean, they just couldn't handle it, which is why they were having all those conflicts all over the place. So, look, again, for me,
hold up.
Diplomacy has to take precedence.
Time out. There's been rhetoric from Putin saying that he does want the old Soviet Union back. Straight up.
I've never seen him say that.
Straight up.
I've never seen him say that.
Please do your research on that. It's straight up.
I have. I've never seen Putin say anything that he wants to reunite the USSR. I don't know if
he has come out and said that he wants to take back some territories.
I don't mean to interject. Dude, I know YouTube.
I've never seen him say that
about this. I know YouTube could go all night on this, so we're gonna have to cut this little topic short. We're gonna, we can get back into a next pod. Y'all up here like some damn Jeopardy contestants and shit.
Oh, it's all good. Man.
Oh, I'm sorry if you ain't plugged in, brother. Get plugged in.
Right,
all y'all,
please
get plugged in,
baby. Do your homework.
I didn't say. I didn't
but
say
Pete,
that.
Though, I agree partially with both of you because the State Department stance is with that one China policy.
It is.
However, one of the big flaws that Donald Trump made when he got in office is one of the first meetings he took was with the president of Taiwan.
Yeah, he did. That's why I was saying
fucking deal. But see, that's the thing though. Yeah. As the president of the United States, you can't acknowledge that figurehead. Like who the president of the United States talks to is a big deal.
Exactly.
Like, yes. So if the president of the United States is having approved discourse with the so-called president of Taiwan, then
yes,
it sends a message. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, on paper we do recognize the one China policy.
Paper's one thing, man.
But they also recognize the relationship with Taiwan as unsettled. So I think both of you are correct in that regard. Both of you are correct.
No, I actually agree with Ryan. What I was saying was we recognize on paper the one China, but our actions don't line up with what we're doing, and at the end of the day, it's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
That's my point.
All this is a mess. Yeah.
Part two, Putin is an old KGB head, man. That's where Putin comes from. Like his family survived all of these different regime changes somehow. Right? He's had family members who worked for Lenin, who worked for Stalin, who worked for all these old school Russian heads. So Putin has in the past showed some disdain, if you will, for Russia losing those territories. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he said that I'm trying to get the band back together.
He ain't saying per word, but it was some
actions
man, what?
Right. Yeah. The actions are kind of showing you that he's at least willing to use military force to achieve some of his goals or bring in some of these smaller territories back into the fold. I don't know that that's debatable.
Yeah, because the annex of
Look,
Crimea.
look, if you look
hold
at
on, real
this-
quick. The annex of Crimea was not about NATO at all.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was not.
It really
I don't
wasn't,
agree with
man.
I don't agree with that, but I mean it is.
You don't think it? You think it was about NATO? You think the
Ab- ab-
Crimea piece was about NATO?
Yeah, well, it's a critical port, number one. But
is.
look, if Russia wanted to take all of Ukraine, they really could if they unleashed the full might of their military. Like Ukraine's military is nowhere near capable of keeping up with Russia's.
Yeah, but
Look,
you're not seeing what we're putting in there, and it's also
Representative, look,
Shit.
just yesterday or Friday, Representative Thomas Massey from Kentucky said he's on the Foreign Policy Committee in the Senate or whatever, and he said, look, in these classified hearings, I've had the Secretary of State Antony Blinken sit in front of me. I ask him, hey, how many Russian soldiers have been killed? He gives me the exact number. Then I say, hey, how many Ukrainian soldiers have been killed? Oh, we don't know. We have to get back to you. Well, if you're winning the war, why wouldn't you be able to give me that number?
no one said they're winning the war. Who the fuck said that? The media's ain't saying that. That's the media.
The
No,
media saying that. So
where are
that
you
goes
seeing
to
that?
my point that
No,
I don't
where you-
believe
time out,
Ukraine's
time out.
military
Where
can
you-
keep up.
No. I'm sorry. Hold on. Where are you seeing this on the media where they're saying that? Because unfortunately, when I go to work every fucking
CNN,
day,
MSNBC.
talking about every time I go to work, I have to see news, and they put fake quote unquote news and fingers on it, and they're running that shit on my fucking goddamn, because that's all people want to watch at work when you're in the military. And I'm telling you, it doesn't seem like that's what the shit that they're peddling, that Ukraine's winning this shit. As a matter of fact, they have been stalling out since last year when they tried to go on their offensive, because their offensive did not go well at all because of the funding that we did not give them, and it was too late for them to get their weapons and all that other shit.
Yeah,
So
that's the
it's-
most recent development. Yeah,
and that's
look,
what was
like I
causing
say-
them to get raped and shit.
look, like I say, I mean, if any country started expanding towards the U.S. borders, where they were like, "Yo, we're putting weapons in Mexico, we're gonna put some weapons in Canada, we're gonna put some weapons in," what? Like, yo, we would be on the same shit. We already burning
100%.
motherfuckers. So
100%. Yeah,
So-
100%. Not denying.
I
that
don't
at all.
personally believe he wants to take the USSR back because it was just too much of a headache for Russia to manage in the first place.
No.
Like, they're not going to
I
be
don't
able to
think it's
manage
about
that.
I don't think it's
I
about
don't
that
think
either.
it's about that, but I think it is about intimidating NATO countries
There
and
it is.
destabilizing NATO.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? That's
Yes.
the big
Yes.
nugget.
Yes.
The big nugget is to put fear into NATO so they can move and do what they want to do.
They wanna be
with
the-
Yep.
as
they-
little
they wanna be
resistance
the-
as possible.
They want to be the big dogs in Europe / the
Yeah.
world. Because let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. The rivals in Europe is actually Germany. People don't talk about that a lot. Germany has a lot of fucking power down there. Hey, they may have lost 2 damn wars in the past 100 years, but goddamn, they still there. Okay? So, and then not only getting started on that economically with the oil and shit that Europe is dependent on.
From
you
Russia.
don't-
Russia's the main supplier of natural gas
That's what
to
I'm saying.
Germany.
That's what I'm saying.
So
You don't.
it
that's
doesn't
what I'm
even make
saying.
sense for Germany to be going along with this when it's hurting them economically. Their energy prices
And-
went fucking. Yeah.
But check it out though. It's just it's a big right wing move now, man, about the being patriots towards your country, and what's the term I'm looking for that Donald Trump is
Nationalism.
getting in there?
Nationalism.
Nationalism. Yes, man. It's a big nationalist movement going on in Europe right now. And it's going to be interesting because if Germany gets on that train, yo, man, like you just said, Russia and Germany should be,
They're
They
already
should be
kind of.
cool.
They're already leaning towards it. Honestly,
yeah. And this is
I-
very
Italy too.
dangerous, man. Like,
Italy too.
yeah. So
But anyway,
it's interesting, man.
I think we did spend enough on this topic, and we can keep going. I know we kind of
good
truth be
talk.
told, we kind of been shying away from this topic because we knew it was a long fucking and a big ass topic.
Yeah.
But what we got next?
Man, I mean,
All right,
shit,
that's
we
peace,
could
man.
get some into some funny shit, man. Let's talk about that damn Spirit airline passenger, man, tracking down her luggage, man. Went
damn
to
it.
somebody's crib,
Hey,
try to
yo,
break this serious shit up a little bit, man.
Man,
That's
that's just
word,
wild.
man. I don't know who
Go
got
ahead.
this.
Go
but
ahead.
is there a
Talk
video
about it.
on
Go
this
ahead.
one?
Go ahead.
I don't know if he got the video queued up.
Yeah, it's on there, bro. Just talk, man. Ain't you don't need to just talk.
Man, I mean, for what I know, man, did the person had an air tag in there, or they because they tracked it from their watch, right?
It was their watch was in there. Their watch was in there.
Yeah, the watch was in there, and they was pinging it. Yeah, the Apple Watch was in there, so they tracked it from their phone and went to that person's crib to get their fucking luggage. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, Spirit, nah, you ain't about to get me. I'm coming to get my shit.
If y'all ain't flying Frontier, y'all ain't shit.
Yeah, if you ain't flying Frontier, fuck you.
Before, man, it's still, like some cologne. I had remember when them what's some workout watch joints, the little skinny joints, what was Fitbit joints? Yeah, like that. I had one of them in there, brand new in the box. That was for a gift for somebody. They stole that shit, whatever. They ain't never had the whole luggage taken.
Well, truth be told, man, nowadays luggage does come with a tracker on it nowadays. So you don't even have to put your watch in there. But the fact that this dude just stealing some random ass luggage, I mean, what else was in that motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was female luggage. It was a dude that stole it. Was he doing? Sniffing panties? Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
Hey, yo.
I mean, they sniffing panties. I mean, shit, they taking chicken out of your bag. Fuck it.
Chicken.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I went
there was a video. It was a video. They stopped somebody. They stopped this chick in the mall because she had a big dumbass dildo on her shit.
God damn!
Wow.
So it was one of the double-ended joints too.
It's just as big.
That shit was wild.
It's just be like that.
That's wild. But yeah, I guess
looking like cat dog in that bitch.
She had a snake in her bag.
But that shit funny, man. But motherfuckers
Spirit Airlines strikes again. Always something going on. It seems like anytime there's a bad story about flying, it's Spirit Airlines, right?
Well, this
time, Spirit Airlines, man. I see Spirit Airlines torch somebody.
These Boeing had nothing to do with it this time, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Boeing had nothing to do with that man stealing that luggage.
Yeah.
So I guess the airline made her check the bag, and she don't normally do the shit, but it was a full flight, so they made her check the bag instead of putting it in the overhead. And I guess it was between 5 and 10 bands worth of shit in the bag, which is fucking nuts. Like,
the fuck was in that bag?
I'm taking my laptop. I'm taking my shit out the bag, man. Like, that shit is crazy.
What was in the bag?
Yeah, she had 2 Apple Watches.
All her Apple
She had 2 Apple Watches, a MacBook or 2, and some other shit.
What you need 2 Apple Watches for? One for each wrist?
2 MacBooks. Hey, man, sound like
shit. I don't know. Maybe she was giving out gifts.
All right.
And they got this dude dead to rights, man. Dude named.
Hey, you see his fucking mugshot though, bro? Oh my!
I thought it was guap for a second. I was like, what the fuck?
Whoa, hey, slow your roll.
Oh man, that's wild. That dude do look like. Hey,
man,
and it's down in Fort Lauderdale. It's down in Fort Lauderdale, y'all.
Hey, man, that's what Guap was this weekend and shit, man. That motherfucker in jail, man.
Hey, don't worry, Guap. Don't worry, Guap. This dude had hair. Don't he have hair?
No.
Yeah, he got hair.
No. He got the body with the beard and shit.
No,
man.
yeah.
Busted, nigga.
Got him.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up, man.
Man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, that don't look nothing like me. That cat don't look nothing like that. Cat look like look like Young Jeezy.
It's grainy, dog. The picture I'm looking at is grainy, bro.
I got grays in my beard.
Jesus,
but yeah, Cap. Man, keep.
Hey, Cap, he look more like your complexion than mine. Boy.
No, he don't, brother. No, he does not.
Oh my god.
Oh, no,
I don't know. I think light skinned dudes are too soft to be thieves.
First of all, oh man.
Get him.
Damn. Baby lotion.
Hey,
Sorry.
Is this mine? I
Bo,
don't
what you
know.
laughing
Maybe I
at,
should
yo?
put
Hey,
it back.
hey, man, you better do something. Hey, fight back, yo. You gotta
Man,
fight back.
dog. Hey, man,
Oh, oh.
That's nuts, dude.
that's crazy.
I
That
just
hey
gonna let him
man,
get
I'm
that
gonna
off.
let you. I'm gonna let you get that one off.
We're gonna let him
Pause.
slide.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you
What you gonna
slide.
do? You don't agree? You don't disagree and say that light skinned dudes steal things? That's not a good thing either, brother. So what are you gonna go with that?
It's
Damn
definitely
it.
not. It's definitely not a good thing.
That's
Jesus.
Nah,
just
that's
fine,
all
yo.
good, man. What else you got in the funny docket?
Oh, you trying to
All right,
say
Uh,
man.
funny?
So check this out, man. Check this out.
oh shit!
So
As we was speaking
got
about
this
porn,
remote
go
tribe.
ahead.
We got this remote tribe in the Amazon rainforest, right? So these cats, they get introduced to the internet for the first time thanks to Mr. Elon Musk. He got a little satellite network, Starlink, right? So, he out here, connected to the rest of the world. So this tribe, lo and behold, they got hooked on social media and smut.
Give it the proper name. Porn.
Bruh,
Porn,
took down their whole
smut,
civilization. They
took
was
down
in
the
that
whole,
man. They was in that bitch.
They
So you
stopped
got
Arms
these
Beating
hurting.
off.
They
tribes,
stopped
they
breeding.
looking at
Arms
they
They
hurting.
stopped breeding.
they looking at
Stop
they looking
breathing.
at they
Arms
looking at these
hurting.
they're looking at these moves on.
Hey, your mic is going out, my G. But yeah, man, they beating dicks like it owe 'em money, all types of shit down in the fucking
Damn.
woods, man.
I mean, do you
Oh,
blame them,
like
man? Have you
not like
seen,
it own money, bro.
man? Have you seen Aborigine titties, bro? Them things are fucking terrible, man. They look like
Not
flat
like it own
pancake
money.
titties, bro.
Hey, but they still
Hey,
titties.
yo.
They still, hey, they still
Them
titties,
shits
baby.
look like
Hey,
pancakes with sand dollars for nipples.
hey,
Them
you
shits is
could throw them
terrible,
over your
dog.
shoulder like a continental soldier. I don't give a fuck.
Them
Hey,
shits is
y'all ever
breezing in the wind.
you ever get out of the session because the titties was too bad? Like you ever, the titties come out and you like,
Nah.
Negative.
Nah.
Nah.
Only
Negative.
never.
Once you in it,
I don't-
man,
Yeah, it's
you
like-
in it, bro.
nah,
I mean,
only
unless,
smell. Only smell.
yeah, unless it smell
Smells.
like a tuna sandwich or some shit.
Some bitches smell like earring backs. Nah, I'm good.
Hey,
Earring bags.
is
Earring
Oh,
bags.
that sounds terrible.
Earring backs. Y'all niggas.
So y'all done
Like
sucked a
sweat.
titty
Smell
and
like the sweat behind your kneecap.
fucking
Smell
knee
like your
bag
belly button
sweat.
that ain't been clean.
Oh, that's a lot. I don't
That
know,
is a
man. I don't know when you got them titties with all the lines and stuff in them, man. That shit gets and they don't have no real substance to them. The
Stretch
titty
marks.
is just all over the
It's just,
place.
it's
Yeah, the
just,
titty is just. I don't know, man. I can't, man.
Listen,
I've
I,
done
that's
some
when listen.
man,
deplorable
I'm telling you,
things, but man,
Aboriginal
Listen,
titties,
listen.
man, are 2D
You know what
titties,
the
man.
fix?
I
You know what
need
the fix for that
3D
is?
titties. I need
You know what the
3D.
fix for that is?
What's
You
that?
hit it from the back. You ain't gotta look at them titties.
Mhm.
I mean, that shit be coming from the side, man. You see that shit swinging. It's just weird as fuck.
They that
Hey,
they that
and
they
then
that
that's
long.
when
How
you
they coming from the
give
side?
it a little pat.
You put the
You
back.
know
You
what I'm
just pat your
saying?
head down just like that. Let the whole chest get flat.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's when for Christmas you get a sports bra. Hey, look,
that's
hey
fucking
man, like I said,
crazy.
unless it smell like tuna fish, man. At once I'm in there, I'm
What do
in
you
there.
think? What
Fuck
do you
it.
think these
It's,
they probably looking at this porn thinking these girls.
especially if I'm off that Henny, it's
Man,
over.
man, first of all, they're not on the Henny, and I'm telling you, they probably looking at these girls on this
Not.
porn. They're probably looking at these girls on the porn, thinking, man, they probably smell proper, because them dudes don't shower and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they don't know. They have no idea.
It
You think
was
they got a concept of imagination
Ryan,
that'll prevent
Ryan,
them to that?
Ryan, man,
I
listen
don't
to
know
this
that they
fool.
do.
I
Listen
don't
to this
know.
cat, man. Hey, if one of them slap him with one of them titties that smell like juices and berries, that cat'll be all day. You know what I'm saying? He'd be chasing
Man,
the
I
rabbit.
can't mess with 2D
Juices
titties,
and
man.
berries.
Nah, man, I can't mess with 2D titties, man. 2D titties fuck me up, man.
That smell like juices and berries. He slank.
Oh, fucking funny.
Blah.
Them bitches in Amazon ain't smell like no damn juice or berries, man. They smell like mud and fucking and dead fucking carcasses. I'm cool.
Just
Smell like
juices.
juices and
I bet
Why
they
would they
put.
titty smell
Damn,
like a
boy, what you
dead
put in your
carcass?
hair?
Cause they ain't
Oh,
showering,
man.
boy.
Hey,
So
yo,
funny.
no disrespect to any Aboriginals who may be watching our podcast.
The fuck are they
Don't
doing
mean
watching
no
our podcast?
disrespect.
The fuck.
They might be on
They
that.
watching
They might be on
porn.
that
internet.
Instead of watching the pod, they
Fuck.
watching porn shit.
Right.
They
I'm trying to
They
get them
should-
right.
Wild
I,
story,
look,
man.
matter of fact, you should hate me because I'm getting good pussy and you are getting that shitty ass nasty pussy. That porn pussy you getting, that's the shit I'm getting. Anyway, moving on.
My man said they over there in the woods stretching they meat. Pause.
Stretch your meat.
Meat
That's
stretcher.
That's nuts.
And you know they trying wild shit, like they rubbing their dick against trees and all kinds of wild shit. Like they trying to.
Ah, that sounds awful.
shit is
That means they
crazy.
probably got calluses on their penis, nigga. That shit sounds terrible.
Oh
as fuck.
man, a chafed
Wow.
dick is nuts. That shit.
Hey,
rub
Ryan.
burn. Oh,
Ryan say his
man.
hand look like
Oh.
say his meat look like weightlifter hands.
Ugh.
Shit saw callous up.
Oh man, that's wild. That's wild.
Oh, that's
Oh.
awful.
But the-
Oh, that's awful.
You can just imagine that. I wonder how deep they got in a porn hole though, because you know the porn.
Porn
Once
get-
you
it
go
get
into a
crazy.
rabbit hole, brother. Once you go into a
Man,
rabbit
that
hole,
shit
it's
gets
over
bad,
with.
bro.
You think they saw
That
the
shit
trans?
gets
Because there
bad.
probably no trans in they culture, right?
Right?
How?
You know how confusing that would
I'm
be.
saying right. That probably fucked them up.
You an Aboriginal dude, and you see.
Hey, Rainer,
know.
man. Hey, this is what we do.
You hey, yeah, you are Aborigines and you seeing chicks with dicks.
That shit will fuck
Right.
you up. That shit will.
But the
fuck you up.
titties are perfect, though. The titties are perfect. The face is like that, and then she got a giant dick. Like like yo, yo, that shit's crazy.
That
Hey,
shit's
but they probably
wild.
hey, but them dudes probably looking at and then look over their chick and look at that shit and be like, man, bitch, get your ass away.
And then or they mess around and see the small people, or they fuck around and see the chicken nuggets, or
Oh,
Man.
not the
all kind of
nuggets.
shit,
check
bro.
this out though.
Nuggets.
Check this out. Listen, this a average. You know, this is you talking about. Where the fuck are they getting the electric power to watch this shit?
Cell phone.
Where?
They probably gave it to him, man. You know, obviously,
imagine they
yeah, they
did.
probably hooked it up out there or something. You know, generators or whatever.
Yeah, they
It's
gave
not
them
hard to
something.
I wonder what kind of privacy they have. You know what I'm saying? Because is it just a big fucking viewing area? Dudes just beating their dicks to pieces?
Hey,
And what's
They
going
done
on
made
with the
an
chicks?
Aborigine
chicks gotta be
Hut
wicked.
Viewing
library.
area.
I'm pretty sure they in the hut or something. I mean, they ain't just fucking just in the
I don't
middle of
know.
a field, just everybody just
I mean, that's how we got internet in the field, yo. We satellite dish right in the field, and
Yeah.
boom, internet. Like,
What are you gonna do
That
about the
shit's
hentai though,
stupid.
man? The cartoons and shit.
wow,
hey, the
Ah,
cartoon shit is wild.
They gonna be seeing shit with
Cartoon porn
octopus
be
arms and
crazy.
shit. It'd be
Yeah. They into that tentacle.
Yeah, you get to that
Tentacles.
Japanese with the tentacle porn,
And
man.
then
The
it's all
tentacles is coming from all
bulging in.
over the place. Shit's crazy, bro.
Damn, shit looking like aliens, huh? Looking like she got an alien come out.
Hey, man, her chest. Hey, speaking of aliens, man, not to get sidetracked, but there's a new aliens movie coming
Please
out.
get us sidetracked.
Yeah.
There's a new aliens movie coming out. That should look
Yeah,
dope.
Romulus.
Yeah, I want to see
Romulus,
that. I want to see that joint. It
Romulus.
looks fucking nuts, man. The
Yeah.
trailer,
It
I
has
saw that.
the original director
Crazy.
is now the producer. Damn, what's his name? He did
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott. Yeah,
Ridley Scott.
yeah, he's producing it, and it's the same director that did the last Evil Dead, which whatever. But it does look
Oh.
like it's pretty good.
Whoever did
I haven't seen the
Prometheus needs
trailer
to
yet,
direct.
but I did,
a new one.
That was Ridley Scott.
I had heard about it.
Okay, there you go. That shit
Did y'all like
fucking good.
Prometheus?
I like
Hell yeah.
Prometheus. I like
I did.
Prometheus. I didn't like the second one though. His
the
follow up.
second one, yeah.
Nah, man.
Oh, they did.
Oh,
Wait,
Robo-
there's
yeah.
a follow up to Prometheus.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
Bo.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
got
need to watch
it's got
that.
the actual alien.
Yeah, go ahead and watch it, man. I'm not gonna ruin it for
Yeah,
you. Go
okay.
ahead and watch it.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. I'll probably watch that tonight.
Hey, for all you
Okay.
gamers out there, man. So,
All right.
they've
Good
been
looking out.
showing
I
this
appreciate
new
that.
Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty Black Ops 6 coming out. Listen, I don't know about y'all, man, but in my opinion, this gonna be one of the best ones they've created. Only because of the fact they have this thing now called Omni Movement. So you gamers out there, where you used to, you sprinting or you laying prone and you got somebody behind you, got to turn the whole character, you got to turn. No more of that. These cats moving like real life. They strafing to the left, strafing to the right, sliding, diving, and spinning in the air. Oh man,
Okay, ain't
it's
nobody doing
nuts.
that
So
in real life.
if you haven't seen it, go check it out, man. That Black Ops 6 coming out. And if you're an Xbox player, like most of us here are, it's Game Pass starting out.
Get PC.
Yeah, that's
Be a real
word.
man.
Damn, we ain't gonna do that, man.
Wow.
We ain't
You
gotta.
couldn't
we
play
ain't
Duty
gonna
if
do
you
that.
was in the game. Actually,
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
ain't
if I
worth
play
it.
more than just one game, sir. Anyway,
Y'all ridiculous. Hey, what's up with that? On the movies tip, what's up with that bad boy?
Uh,
I did not
I
like
mean,
it.
had a
I'm
chance
not
to
gonna
catch it.
spoil
I
it. I
mean,
didn't like
yeah,
it.
no spoilers, no spoilers. You didn't like it?
I haven't had a
Yeah.
chance to catch it, but from
I
what
just,
from what I've
it
talked
was
to, some said it was
entertaining to
good.
me,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of gaps
Yeah. There you go.
and there's
That's
a
a good way to
lot of
say it.
Tyler Perry moments in that movie.
Yeah.
I heard
Yeah.
they said it ain't meant for
Definitely.
kids to be going to the movie and see
hold
it.
up, hold up. Scissor just said that. I assume he's talking to you, Guap. Actually, I know he's talking to you. He did say you still don't play the objective. Anyway.
On a new Call of Duty.
Hey, Mister, I got Overwatch.
Oh shit.
Why were you at?
Listen,
Get that tag.
I'm
I got
just mad
Overwatch
'cause I'm
face
still
ass.
I'm still the
That's me on
all-time
the
kill
duty.
leader out of everybody in this
I just be
chat, so we already
freestyling.
know what it is.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Bad Boys, man. Truth be told, man, since the first one, they ain't really been that great. The second one had its parts in it that were funny
Yup.
as hell.
I'm right there with you.
The
The
third
second one
one,
was like that.
nah,
We gonna diss the second one? The second one was like that.
Nah, the second one had
Second
some
was
funny
good.
parts in it, but some of that shit was corny as fuck. He over here fucking a dead, fucking around with a dead corpse and shit, and then he
Yeah.
he accidentally took a drug that made him high. How many times we seen that in a movie?
Yeah.
And then the third
Man,
one,
that rat scene
that
was
third-
that rat scene was funny as hell. I'm talking
I
about
like
the rat
First
scene.
one was the best one,
I
dude.
said there was parts in it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it was. but it
Man,
just
they
wasn't that
fuck
great.
like us.
Nah, man, it wasn't that great. And then that third one, don't get me started. Third one wasn't even funny at all.
I'm
The
right
third-
there with you,
The
Ryan.
third one was
Yeah,
was
that third
the
one
third
was a
one. You know what
goddamn
was funnier
train
than the
wreck.
third one? Cat Williams' last stand up. And that shit wasn't funny at all.
Hey, that Cat Williams stand up was trash.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, Cat was out here snitching.
Damn, I got
on
some
people. That's what
catching
he
up
was
to do.
doing.
I haven't
Hey,
seen it.
hey,
man.
but you know what
Okay.
though, man? Hey, so I started that X-Men '97. I only watched the first episode, so calm down. Yo, when Storm came in that bitch, I was like, oh my god. They said, oh, Mega Level. I said, what is this? But
Yeah,
anyway,
that
so
97
fucking
was
late.
pretty good, man. It's some
Yeah,
good
that
late.
shit,
X-Men
bro.
was
You need
dope.
to
Don't lie.
catch up, man. You need to catch up on the 97. That
Yeah,
shit
you
fire.
behind.
Yeah, that
man.
97 is
That's
like
like
that.
that.
fire.
It's
For
like
all
that.
y'all in the chat, that X-Men 97 is like that.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
Well,
Star Wars
if you haven't
reboot,
seen the
man.
original X-Men, you go watch that first,
It's
please.
so nostalgic, man. Like it's
Yeah,
You
fucking
it is
Star
very,
good.
Wars
very-
fans, they got a new series out
Yeah,
called
dude.
Acolyte episodes. Pretty decent, man. It's a little twist, with the characters and stuff, man. But it's pretty decent. The Acolyte.
I don't know,
Something
man.
called Acolyte, right?
Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
like I'm a huge Star Wars fan, man. You can probably see I got a lightsaber up here on this bitch. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, man, but I'm getting burnt out with what Disney's doing with Star Wars, man.
No, the
Yeah,
Acolyte is pretty good, man. I like
I'm
it.
not
Yeah,
It's different.
that's cool, man. I'm kind of burnt out what they did.
So
To be
you
told,
don't
to be
fuck
told,
with the Mandalorian?
no, I like that. I'm not saying that some of the stuff they're doing is not good. I'm getting burnt out on it. I think they're doing too much. To be told, man, that the last 3 movies kind of fucked me up. They weren't that great.
Mm-hmm.
They were all they were was, oh, so if you like nostalgia, here's these movies. And don't get me started about that second
Mhm.
one, because the dude whose name is Ryan Johnson, no relation, and spells his name wrong because he puts an I in it. He fucked start that shit all up. But anyway, no, I thought the Mandalorian was good. I thought the sorry, man, I go on my tangent. I thought that the Obi-Wan was okay. The kid was a little annoying, but it's just I think they're like, dude, I'm like, man, it's like every month, they're like, you got new Star Wars, this. I'm like, yo, y'all doing too much. Now, I will say this, man, if y'all are a Star Wars fan, I will say the one thing that Disney has done right to the 100th degree is that Star Wars shit they got at Disney World. My God, that shit is dope as fuck. Like, it is the detail they do, the length of these characters go to at that place. It's
That's
magical.
that Disney bread, man.
That shit is it's worth that money, dog. Go see that shit, and those rides are dope as fuck. Fuck Mickey Mouse, but that Star
Hey
Wars
Ryan,
shit is
man.
it.
Hey, let me ask you a question, man, because I know
What's
you
up, dog?
kind of freaking and shit off the shit you be talking. You got a lightsaber, man. What you be doing with that thing?
Oh man,
Hey,
listen,
yo.
that costs too much for me doing that. You know how much that lightsaber cost me?
That's
I can't
wild.
be getting that shit sticky. You know what I mean?
I bet. Hey, y'all. I bet you won't smell it.
You stupid as fuck.
That's wild.
I smell your lightsaber.
That's wild.
This shit is going off the rails, yo.
Yeah.
What's going on, dog?
Yeah.
Hey, Lou Will says somebody on this pod spoiled X-Men 97.
Man, nobody don't give a damn about what Lou Will said. Lou Will,
Damn.
man, listen,
I
Lou Will got a curfew, man.
I didn't
'cause
hear
he know
any
he can't watch
spoilers.
TV. He know he can't watch
Spoilers.
TV late at
All we
night.
said was it was good.
He
That's
he
all we
start making
said.
too much noise. It's lights out.
Nah, he Lou Williams. You know who Lou Williams is, man.
Lou Will
He
be in the chat with us.
Lou
He
Williams.
be in chat with
Oh,
us
yeah.
offline. Yeah.
Lou Will got a whisper. He can't talk normal. He can't
Wow.
laugh.
Damn.
That's
We're
crazy.
not
That man
ridiculous,
got a
man.
decibel. You said that man got a decibel monitor in this shit.
Damn sure do. He break that decibel, lights out. Time to go turn all that shit off. Go to bed.
Damn.
You don't even hear bye. All you hear is
Make sure you walk that dog before you go to bed.
Oh, that man, he got to go to the Capitol, huh? That's crazy.
Y'all wow,
Yeah.
man.
I'm sorry,
hey,
I'm sorry,
man.
Erica. Yeah, we
It's all
went
good,
off the
Lou Will.
rails.
We got love for you, Lou Will. We fucking with you, man. We fucking with you.
God damn it.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised you up at this time on the pod right now. That's your bedtime.
God damn it. Let's attack some sports, man. NBA playoffs, finals, Dallas Mavericks, Boston Celtics, game 2. Well, let's start with game 1, obviously, right? Game 1.
Oof.
Boys got ran up out of the building, man. Celtics
first
showed up
quarter.
ready to play.
Well, they
Yeah,
came
yeah,
back.
that shit
I
was
will say this:
nasty.
they came back within 8, and then that was it. They was down
Yeah,
almost
yeah, that was
29
good.
points. 29 points, and they came back within 8.
Yeah. What's Buddy's name that came back? The power
Porzingis.
forward.
Porzingis,
Yeah,
balling out.
Porzingis, man. He came back. Speaking of those countries though that broke up, you know that the national team for Yugoslavia will have mad heads on. It would have Luka Doncic on there. What's Buddy's name with the Nuggets?
Joker.
Jokic
Oh,
would be
yeah.
on the team.
Yep.
Like it's a mean starting 5, man. They would be nice, but thank goodness for instability in Europe because they're not on the same team. But
Adam
yeah, man,
Silver's
anybody got
talking
any-
about doing a Euro
Europe,
versus
yep.
American.
Well, listen,
I'm down for
man.
that. I'm down for that. Let's do it.
Right now, man, the
For the
series is
All-Star break.
2-0 Boston. Boston won both games. And so if this is gonna be any kind of a series, game 3 is gonna tell the difference. Because Dallas is going home, man. Played okay in game 2. And they the offense, man. Just Boston's offense was just too much for him, man.
Nah, man, they can't
not-
protect. They don't have a rim protector at all. Man, they were getting anything they wanted in the paint. Boston
Hold on. But I was
Man.
gonna say, like Porzingis, man. He came back. He been out here blocking shots, man. These guys, it's defense is playing well too. All around, Hawks been playing well all around.
I mean, if
It
you don't
hasn't
get
been
shot
the Jason Tatum show. They ain't been a Jason Tatum show. Like last game, it was Pat Bev scored 26.
if you're gonna no, what
it
is Pat
wasn't
Bev?
I mean, not Pat Bev. I mean Drew Holiday.
That's what I'm saying. If
Drew
you're gonna give
Holiday.
Porzingis props, you better give Drew Holiday props.
Drew Holiday.
But my question is this, and that's all I gotta say. This is all I gotta say about this. Where the fuck is Kyrie?
Man,
Missing a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
tell you.
Locked
I'm
up.
gonna-
to be hitting.
Locked up.
Hey, kid,
They're
No, I
locking
can
in.
tell you
No,
this.
he's not like that. He's taking these bad fucking shots, bro. He's taking
Yeah,
terrible
missing
shots. He's taking
Hey,
terrible shots.
the thing is, I'll just speak my piece real quick on that. What I feel like the reason why he's taking a lot of bad shots is because there's no flow to the game. There's not really any spacing because the people that they have in the game are just they're not really shooters. They don't have a mid range. These guys are just kind of like rebound putback guys. They're really not shooters. And they have them out there for the defense mainly. And then they're too reliant on Luka. And once they locking Luka down and give it to Kyrie is taking bad shots because he's trying to shoot over 7'3" Porzingis and all these guys that are way taller than him. So he's doing a lot of fading away. He's not taking the shots that he needs to take because they're so pressed to get scoring. And there's no ball movement. And Jason Kidd is making horrible adjustments because he's not putting their shooters that they have in the fucking game. He's relying on these people who are not really scorers because of what they were
Shooters
able
ain't
to
playing
do
no
against some
fucking
of those
defense.
teams that didn't have
Absolutely.
scorers. Boston has legit 5 people who can put up 30. 5 people.
Yeah.
And the Timberwolves didn't have that.
Who's the 5?
Derek White could get 30.
White,
Okay.
Tatum, Brown, Porzingis, and
Yes.
even what's his name could put up 30.
Don't say
He's
Horford.
done it.
Stop it. Don't say Horford.
Horford, he put up I'm not saying every game, but he's if you leave him open, he could put up 30.
Horford will
So they
explode
got
in
5
the ball.
legit people who can put up points.
Yeah, but they only have for real 2 that can get their own shot.
Listen, man, they moved. The thing about Boston,
I'm sorry,
They
and
moved
Drew Holiday.
well,
I don't know
man,
if
Yeah, I
he
was about to
said
say,
him.
Drew Holiday can give you 30, and he creates his shots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and White could create his own shot. Everybody.
Horford's not gonna get his own shot. I'll give you.
No, I ain't saying Horford.
White. I don't even think White can get his own shot. Because a lot of times he has to be. That's all schemed out.
Boston moves the ball around well, and they find
That's
shooter.
it. They move the ball around well. They do a lot of team basketball. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that ISO ball like Harden and LeBron played. They playing that. It's not working for them.
It's over with. That style of ball is over with. Hey, the way I'm seeing it, it's more like they're throwing a lot of bodies at Kyrie. As soon as he touches the ball, they're blitzing him. He's getting doubled.
Yeah, but
They're
there's times where I
shadowing him
see
like he's
times where I
rarely
see-
going one-on-one
Now
with
let's-
anybody.
But there's times where I see
Right.
him with his handles, and he can go to the paint, but he chooses not to, and he takes these terrible shots.
Well, Boston is packing the paint. They've made it clear that they don't want
Right.
dribble penetration. So anytime
get that.
somebody tries to dribble, there's another guy there. But at least what I've seen, even when Kyrie catches the ball on the perimeter, I mean, they're throwing 2 guys at him pretty
gotta
much
adjust.
constantly.
They gotta adjust.
You
to
know
that
what I'm
shit,
saying?
man.
So, well, yeah, that's on
Thing is,
Jason
you
Kidd
gotta
to
move- you
adjust.
gotta be
So
able to find people that move the ball around. You got to find your
yeah.
Yeah, and
Well,
then
yeah,
also,
They got to get Tim Hardaway Jr. in there. And some of their shooters.
I
in
give
there.
Boston props because they are an elite defensive team and they have been throughout
Yes,
the
yeah.
regular season.
Yeah.
This is not anything new. They were
No.
locking people up during the regular season and
True.
it's just continued on throughout the playoffs and even now in this series. So Jason Kidd has to find something. I mean, they even defensively, they went to a matchup zone. They tried full court pressure, and nothing seemed to be able to work. I mean, Boston was getting whatever they wanted on the offensive side of the ball.
I will
So-
also say too, man. Dallas has been really
I don't know,
sloppy with
man.
the Dallas has been really sloppy with the ball as far as turnovers. They've been having, crazy amount of turnovers. Now, some of those is because Boston is long and taller, and I will give them that. But some of that stuff, I'd be like, yo, that's a silly ass pass, bro.
And
That's
then,
a silly
look,
ass pass. And then also Dallas they are letting Boston get in the paint. And I'm not talking about Porzingis. I'm talking about Drew Holiday. I'm talking about everybody's getting in the paint
Listen,
and
you
just
only
killing
got
them.
2 guys on the court that can shoot the ball right with Dallas. And when you got them guys trying to go to the basket, who they kicking out to the guys that can't shoot? These dudes can't shoot the ball.
My
You gotta
man
have
shot like
somebody
2
else
air
that-
balls yesterday.
Maybe
well,
Tim
Dallas.
Hardaway
Here's
back.
another key stat. Dallas missed 8 free throws and they lost by 8 too.
Yeah,
They've been
that
shooting
too.
free
Yep.
throws.
Yep.
Dallas has been the worst free throw
Miss-
shooting team in the playoffs.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
it's
a
been
big
bad,
deal right
man.
there too.
I think Kyrie has missed a lot too. But at the end of the day, Boston defended half home court. they're supposed to do, right? I
Yep.
mean,
Yeah.
so they haven't won anything yet. I mean,
That's
you
long
defend
from
home
over.
court.
Long from over.
Yeah, like you said, that third game is gonna be crucial for
Boston
especially
get
if
one of
the
them games
Mavericks
in Dallas.
offense.
Boston go back home up 3-1 or whatever. It's over.
Ah, it's
And
over with.
what's the
Yeah.
format in the finals? Is it
2-2, 1-1-1.
2-2-1-1-1.
Okay.
Mhm. And
Yep.
for those at home listening, that means games. So Boston is the number 1 seed. They have advantage. So 2 games were in Boston. Now you're gonna get 2 games in Dallas. And assuming Dallas wins one of those games series, I mean the first team to win 4 games wins the series and the NBA championship. If they pick up one of those games, it'll go back to Boston, back to Dallas,
They're back to Boston. If it goes game
back to
7.
Boston. Yeah, to get for game 7. Yeah, so
Yeah.
interesting, man. It was weird to me though how I think Boston was really disrespected by them talking about Luca and Kyrie, and I mean both of these teams swept to get to the final. So and I
Nope.
think Dallas coming out of
Dallas
the
in sweat.
West,
Dallas in sweep.
yeah, they gentleman sweep, right?
Yep. Yep.
Wasn't it one game?
One game.
Yeah. So and they beat the Denver Nuggets, and that was last year's champ. And I mean, they were giving them all of this respect, almost as if the
Time
thing
out.
was
No,
over.
no,
Like,
another correction. They didn't beat Denver
Minnesota.
Nuggets. They beat Minnesota, who beat
Yeah,
Denver Nuggets.
Timberwolves. Yeah, Timberwolves beat the Denver Nuggets,
Yeah.
and then
I think
yeah,
Denver.
that's right. That's right.
I think the Denver Nuggets would have won against Dallas. I think Denver Nuggets would have beat Dallas. Just how big they are in the paint. It's just the matchups. It's a matchup thing, man. It's a matchup thing.
Yeah,
It's a matchup
game
thing
of
when you get to the
matchups,
playoffs.
man.
We get to the playoffs. It's a matchup
Yeah.
thing. Minnesota
Anyway,
was
speaking of
built to beat
matchups,
them.
Speaking of matchups, man, you know Lou Will don't match up well with Madden. Gate.
man, Lou Will catching strays. His Madden game is
then,
he got off punishment, and Guap is saying that man is just catching L's still. He ain't learned his lesson. I'm just saying, Lou Will, you might want to go ahead and show him that you've been practicing, brother.
For all y'all viewers out there that's listening, cheat book or some kind of catalog for this man, please mail it to him. Lou Will, man, throw your address in the chat, man. Look you up, man. You need all the help you can get.
And then real quick in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark's been getting the business, right? And it's gotten media attention, and they put together the Olympic team for they left Caitlin Clark for the team, but man, who was the lady that made the team? She's like 41 years old. Was it Taurasi?
Taurasi.
I see an all-time great.
She all-time great.
All-time great.
The
All-time
NBA,
All-time great.
the
Hey,
women's team is
can I
more.
finish though? Can I finish?
Go ahead.
But yeah, man. So Taurasi's on the team largely because if they win the gold medal, which then she'll have the most gold medals in female basketball history. So rather than adding Caitlin Clark to an already super stacked team, they went with Taurasi, and everybody's giving Caitlin the business over it. But the real deal is Aja Wilson, and nobody's talking about Aja Wilson, but and this is one of the reasons that people are low-key pissed off about all the attention that Caitlin is getting, because this lady's just a straight-up baller, man. She's
all-time great too.
all-time great, multiple-time WNBA, multiple-time. She is a college champion. She's a champion on all levels. She averages, I think, the most points, and statistically, she's the best player in the WNBA. She's been that for a long time. And, shouts to Aja Wilson, man. That's peace. That's all I got, man. Go ahead and jump in.
I was going to say real quick. There's a reason why Caitlin Clark's getting a lot of attention. She's a polarizing figure that people have been following since college. No offense to Aja Wilson or any other WNBA stars that are out there.
I think it's Asia.
Is it Asia?
It's Asia.
It's Asia.
Yeah, Asia. It's Asia.
Yeah, whatever. She got apostrophe in her name. Spell your shit right. But anyway, no, it's fucked up. But anyway, no, I just like to see that it's good that female the WNBA is getting some shine. I think it's kind of hard for a lot of us to talk about it because let's just be honest, who actually really follows this on like you do the NBA? I know I don't. If y'all do, hey, more power to you. It's not my thing. I still think they should lower the net so they can dunk. But that's just me. But also with her, Caitlin Clark not going to the USA team, what has she done to deserve it? So I mean, she leads the league in turnovers. You don't need that shit.
Well, there's been a lot of rookies that have played on the NBA on the
College players.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was there was one rookie that won the MVP in the same season too, Candace Parker, but she ain't no Candace Parker. Yeah, so
No, she's not.
the USA
I'll
team is supposed to be the
just
best
about-
of the best, and she's not there yet. That's it.
Yeah,
This is
I'll
her first
just
yeah,
season, man. She's gonna be good. This is her first season, man. So
Right.
it is what it
I-
is.
I'll just say this, man. It's just the whole thing with the Caitlin Clark, man, is that like Cameron says, man, on It Is What It Is just the she's the chosen one, she's the female bird. And and as far as marketing, she's the ticket. She's the one selling the ticket. She's the one that's pushing the envelope, and that's why they want her there, even though it's right that she wasn't put on the team. And to be honest, watching her sometimes, and I'm not hating on her, I just think that I would like her to, if she's gonna be this one and continues to get this hype, man, her personality has to get better. Man, I'm just watching her. Her teammates try to interact with her. She just look like she don't want to talk to them, like don't want to be around
Who?
them. Like
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark. Like
Huh.
she's like not camera friendly. Like it's just like she just upset like all the time, man.
I'll push back on that because if you see her in Iowa, she did not look like that. She's on a
Right.
fucking terrible team.
Yeah.
But
And-
what I'm saying is when somebody dubs you the face of the franchise, you should be happy about that because you're the one that's getting all the spotlight. Everybody's talking about you, whether it's
Hardly
good or
happens to
bad.
lose. No,
But
it's
you're
not.
Maybe she
pushing
don't.
the
Maybe, but
sport.
maybe she's not wanting all that spotlight.
That too.
Maybe it might be some pressure on her. We don't know. We
But
don't
the
know.
thing is, man, those what's the Spider-Man joint? Those with power get great
With
responsibility.
great power
shit.
comes great
Oh my
responsibility.
god!
responsibility,
Oh my god!
yeah.
You butchered that shit. God
Hey,
damn.
that's what I said, man. I was fucking up. Like, goddamn, that's why I said, help me, goddamn it, shit. I knew I was about to fuck it up. I couldn't think about this shit. I'm like, damn.
But she's
give me some
but
help. Here's
also
my lifeline.
she's learning that responsibility, bro. She's only
Yeah.
played in what less than 10 games. Like we gotta kind of back off on this. and
12 games.
12 games.
12
My bad.
games, yeah.
See, we gotta back off, and like you also gotta think the gap between the last time she played a game in college to the pros. How small was that compared to the NBA? That's not like that. I mean, it would have even 2 months.
It's a lot of pressure being put on her,
crazy.
man.
That's crazy.
It's like your boy Caleb Williams, man. It's a lot of pressure gonna be put on him.
Yeah.
A lot of
yeah,
pressure.
but
yeah,
it's
he
not
paints
the
his nails.
same,
God
though.
damn it.
But
But
he's
it's not
handling
the
the
same.
pressure though.
Let me add this
It's
in.
not the
Like
same.
y'all said earlier, dude, Asia Wilson really should be the face of the league and getting all the attention that
Yep.
Yes.
Caitlin Clark. I mean, this woman's an all-time great. If you watch her play, I mean, I borderline say she could play in the NBA the way that she plays. I don't think she'd be a superstar or anything like that, but she's got a very polished game, and for them to be not talking about her like they should is just really
What
disrespectful.
team she on
but,
again?
Aces.
Vegas.
She plays for the Las
The
Vegas
Aces.
Aces.
Yeah.
Vegas Aces. I
But
mean, this
Who's the
girl.
but we
team?
act
Who's the
like,
team that's
but
undefeated
we
right
act
now?
like
She
Caitlin Clark
is going
didn't
crazy.
get her recognition or didn't deserve her recognition because of what she did in college. And this is why she's doing it. This is why they're getting it to her. And she's not asking for it. It's not like she's like, hey, give me all the shine.
No,
You
she's
know what I
not
mean?
asking for it.
You know what I
No.
mean? And what she did in college, she did some phenomenal shit. Now, granted, Kelsey Plum did it. Some other girls did it. But she just happened to be at the right time, at the right place.
If you are
Uh,
for the people out there that haven't watched Asia Wilson play, man, I suggest you go look up her highlights on YouTube or
she a
just
beast.
catch one of the games. I mean, this girl is just I dare to
uh,
I think she's got the best looking game from a woman I've ever seen, dude. I ain't gonna lie. Like
yes.
over Lisa Leslie and Cheryl
Over Sue
Swoops and all
Bird?
of them.
Over
Man,
over
over
Yeah,
over
over
Kenneth Parker.
Superb. Over Superb.
yeah, over
Yes.
definitely over
Yes.
Candace Parker,
I
man.
don't
Over
know. I
Candace
never watched
Parker.
WNBA. I'm just asking y'all questions.
I mean, she's got face ups, she's one-legged fadeaway, Kevin Durant one-leg fadeaway, Dirk one leg, right shoulder, left shoulder, post up, jab step, pump fake, up and under. Like, I mean, it's just rip throughs, shooting over little
Yes.
motherfuckers, like the whole thing, dude. Like this
Shoot the J.
Hey,
Shoot
shoot
it.
the J,
Shoot
does
it.
she
spin
dunk?
off your ass,
Does she
spin
dunk?
right, spin left,
I
left
need to see
hand
these- I
finish,
need to
right
see these
hand
dunks.
finish, back
Lower the-
down,
Raindrops.
create
Lower
space.
the
drop
basket.
step.
I need to see these dunks.
She was the
Like-
first player to have
Jeez.
35 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 steals in a game. Like she's
All-time great.
averaging damn near 30 points a run, yo. Like,
And
yes,
it's a
Caitlin
polished
Clark,
30.
In comparison, yeah, Caitlin Clark is averaging like 16 points a game. This chick is averaging damn near 30 points a game. She's an absolute monster.
Like her post game is like,
she better be
'cause
on the
she-
US, is she on the USA team?
yeah, hell
Yes.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, bro. She the
Absolutely.
best woman player in the
Oh,
world right now.
They're gonna no, the
There's
women's team is
there's
gonna
no
crush.
woman. There is
Women's
no
team is
woman
gonna
on this
crush
planet
everybody.
that is better than Asia Wilson right now.
No.
She is
They're gonna run through
the one
competition
best
left
female
and right.
basketball player in the world right now, bar
And she
none,
might
hands
be the
down.
GOAT. She might be the GOAT. She
Two-time
might be the
MVP,
GOAT.
two-time champion,
Because
five-time All-Star,
She lost the MVP.
college
to the girl
champion.
Got to the lady to the Liberty, right? Last year.
No, they won last year, bro.
No. She lost the MVP to the lady from Liberty last
Oh
year.
yeah.
White
yeah.
chick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you haven't seen her play, man, I highly suggest you go fucking pull some shit up on
Yeah.
YouTube and watch
I mean, there's
this
a reason why they
lady
won
go to work.
back-to-back championships. All right, there you
Yeah,
go.
man. She
Especially
is,
if you got if you're raising young girls. Watching Caitlin Clark, she's got a unique skill set. It's a shooter's game. Everybody's not a shooter. If you want to see a complete ball player, Asia Wilson, dog, all day long.
Asia Wilson, bro. Oh
Um,
man, this
Yeah,
I'm-
it's getting late though, fellas. It's getting late.
Yeah,
man.
man.
I think it's about time.
Hey,
to
take
call
us
it,
out,
G.
Guap.
I can't
Can
hear
you
it.
not hear us? Oh,
Uh,
well.
Take us out, Jay.
I bet, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all showing up. Listen to the pod, man. What? God, what are you
Come on,
doing?
man. Turn that shit off.
Like he ride on a cucumber. That's what it looked like.
Oh my God. Thanks y'all for
Hey,
listening
whoa,
to the podcast.
relax.
Like, share, and subscribe, please, and thank you. My Lord.
Yeah, that's it, man. Take us out, Guap. You gonna do it for real?
Take
Can
us
you
on,
do
All
it
bro.
right
right,
now?
man. All right, man. Hey, everybody. Once again, whose man's is it? Hey, we appreciate everybody joining us again. Episode 17, man. Hey, appreciate the love. Remember, like, subscribe. Hey, comment. If it's something we doing that you like, let us know. Talk about, let us know. If it's something that we ain't that you don't like, I can't even talk. If it's something that you don't like, let us know. All right, put it in
Get
the
that
comments,
cucumber
all
out your ass.
God
Oh,
damn.
You was the one over there twerking, huh? Anyway,
Ryan,
anyway,
please
man.
stop recording
Hey.
this shit.
Hey, man, appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all, man. Appreciate all the whose man's is this? Signing off. Have a good
All right, y'all.
all
Hey,
right.
tell this man to
Peace.
get a new mic, yo. Fix your mic, man. We need to fix
Go
Fix
find
the
me
mic.
some
us out, man.
guap.
Get us out.